All right. Welcome in. We are live Saturday night NBA live action. And it's good to be back with the boys. Twatty's in the house. Tyler's in the house. Fred's in the house. You know who I am. Obviously, basketball's not my thing. These three guys are a lot better suited to run this show. But at least I'll open it. So what's going on, boys?
What's up, Kegger?
Not ready to make some money. Big Lakers-Celtics game tonight.
I heard good things. Guys made money last couple NBA live shows.
We had a plus 830 on Thursday night.
Yeah, that was nice.
I'm not gonna lie, I could have used that plus 830, bro.
What were you doing? Why weren't you listening?
I'm just, you know where I was.
Yeah,
on that night you were? Okay.
Yeah, Thursday night. Yeah.
That's definitely more important.
I could have fucking used it though, bro, because like I figured out 2020 Toyota Camry fully loaded is what I dropped in January. So I could have. I'm looking forward to making some money tonight. So I guess Spread, Tyler, Twatty. I know Twatty's college basketball. There's a bunch of college basketball games I think still on the board. It's Saturday night, and basically the whole NBA slate starts from like 8 o'clock on. So Spoiler and Twatty, real quick.
You broke up, Jay. What's that?
Hello.
Yeah, you broke up.
Oh, can you guys hear? Am I breaking up?
No, you're good now.
You're frozen.
Am I still breaking up?
A little bit.
I mean, I can't with this. I can't. It's like every fucking time.
I know.
Spread, you want me to read the numbers off, or do you want to do it?
And we'll break down again tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and get us started. The first one, I had a spreadsheet play on it, but I'm not afraid to double down, especially in the team total aspect. If they get off to a slow start, that's the Trailblazers and the Bulls, two teams that can score and can't defend. I took the over here, and I didn't really have a feel on the side. The Bulls -2 seems about right to me, given the Trailblazers' current conditions, but they're tough to model, missing so many players. But regardless, they're missing some good defenders, so that's why I like the over there. What do you think? Bulls -2 over 233.
I love that over with you. I mean, these two teams should get up and down, no defense. The one player prop I love here was Kobe White over 16.5. Damian Lillard's not going to be playing any defense. He never does. Point guards dominate Portland, so I mean, I think 16.5 short for him. And Zach LaVine's been in sort of a slump, so great spot for him right here.
I'd be down to put that one on the bottom for our first play for today. I like that look. And then, like I said, if either team gets off to a slow start, rather than doubling down on the overall together, maybe get the deflated team total. Right?
Yeah, I don't mind that.
The Blazers have a slow start. So that's kind of how I'm looking to attack that game live. Next game, I actually played it at -7. Personally, didn't give it out, but it's -9 now. It's the Bucks traveling to the Hornets. Bucks obviously looking to bounce back after that stunning loss to the Pelicans. And the Hornets played pretty well last night, defeating a play that I had in the Pacers. Totals 232. I actually don't mind the over there either. The Bucks have been pretty bad defensively after being a really good defensive team the last 2 years. And I got the -7, but that'd be one that I don't want to give out on the sheet because it's definitely going to be a live play. I think there's a good chance that Charlotte starts off keeping it close and we can get a way better number than even the -7 that I played earlier, and definitely than the -9 that's available now. What do you think, Tyler?
Yeah, I mean, I really hope that happens, that we get a better spot on that game. But I think this could be one of them spots where, because they already said it, Milwaukee's not resting a single player.
Yeah.
I think this could be one of them games where you load up like first half, full game, Milwaukee team total, and you probably sweep the board because I think they just come out and smack them. Because the Hornets had it.
They came back towards the end of last night. It wasn't like a complete shellacking. So
it was almost like they woke up in the second half.
Yeah, I think they overlooked the Pelicans because I'll tell you what, even in capping the game, I did too.
Yep.
Is there anything that you want me? Anything you want me to put on the bottom, Spread?
You want to put that Kobe White on the bottom, Tyler?
Yeah, we can put that on the bottom.
Yeah, Kobe White over 16.5. I'm seeing what I'll get at Bookmaker right now.
I got it plus 102.
Over 16.5 points.
Yep.
All right, good to go. Go ahead.
All right, there we go. So we got that one. We'll do this quick because we'll be obviously talking about all these games all evening. Rockets and Pelicans. I think it's a lit down spot for the Pelicans. If they get out to a fast start, I want to grab the Rockets live. They're +2 right now. We can do better than that. Total's 223. The Rockets are pretty improved defensively here. So I don't really know what to make of that total because they're so much better now that Harden's gone. Not that Harden was that bad, but that Oladipo is that good. So, yeah, not sure what to make of it, but I want to grab Rockets at more than +2 live. What do you think, Tyler?
Yeah, I think this could be a nice ARB game right here where you can get both sides at plus money.
Okay.
Love to see the Pelicans come out fast and we get on the Rockets quick.
All right.
At like above +150.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too here. So these games are tipping off right now. Blazers just tipped off, and Rockets is off my board too, so it must have tipped. Heat Kings, another one I jumped on, and I gave out a better number than it's available now. I had a -4.5, went to 6.5. Is someone out in the last 2 hours? Or
I know Butler got announced in.
Yeah. Are you a little worried though? He lost a lot of weight on the during his sickness. Are you worried about his first game back? That was the only reason I didn't want to put the play on the board, but I just think it's such a letdown spot for the Kings.
I think he facilitates well, but I don't think he gets to the hole as easily as he was doing before. Like he'll still be able to hit those little mid-range jumpers, set up teammates for shots. So I mean, he'll still be helped. He'll still be able to play defense.
Yeah, I mean, if the Kings sweep the floor to a swing, I'll be shocked. So that's why I jumped on the Kings there. Lakers down out to 3.5.
Did that game tip yet?
Yeah, it's locked on my board.
I was gonna say Adebayo 25+ in Miami wins was +480 on FanDuel. I think that was.
But it's locked right now, right?
Yeah,
you can't do those ones.
You can't do it if the game is off.
All right. Well, fortunately, the next ones that we'll just go over real quick aren't going to start anytime soon. We got a half hour. Lakers, Celtics. This is a huge live betting game, right?
Yep.
Lakers get out fast usually. We can grab the Celtics with a lot of points. That's probably how I'm looking at to take that game.
Yeah, I don't mind that look at all. Yeah, I think it'll be back and forth. The Lakers are due for a win. I think this could be a big spot for AD if he can make it through the whole game.
Mm-hmm.
But, I mean, two losses. I mean, it's almost like they overlooked that Detroit game and were ready for Boston. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah, total's 218 seems about right because I'm not sure what type of pace we're going to get. Definitely just keep an eye on that total live. And the last one I put on the sheet, and I basically did this because no one has come back good off the layoff so far. Grizzlies off a week-long COVID layoff. They're going to be in San Antonio. San Antonio has been a good team this year and a good home team. I put them on the sheet at -3.5. I like to play. The total's 219. What do you think, Tyler?
Yeah, I don't mind that look. This is like honestly a stay away game for me.
Okay.
Because I just don't like touching those teams when they come back off that layoff. And it's like, would you be surprised if like this young team does be the one team to come back and actually run the floor with the Spurs?
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. And I'll tell you what, this is a spot that I already circled for our show as a double down. If the Spurs have been traditionally not been good in these first quarters so far this year. So I was already thinking of it as a live spot, but it's just like, I so think they're going to cover the 3.5 by the end of the game. I put it on there. But at the same time, with LaMarcus Aldridge on the floor, they haven't been that good. I think the Aldridge minutes might allow Memphis to get close to even money or maybe +1 or +2 for the Spurs. I'm looking to double down tonight as we watch that one because I wouldn't be surprised if we had a slow start from the Spurs. Two more games real quick. Suns and Mavericks. I don't know what to make of either of these teams right now. Both teams that started off great. Well, I don't know about great for the Mavericks, but definitely for the Suns, and have not performed up to expectations. Mavericks are -1 at home coming off that shellacking by the Jazz last night, and the total's 215. And I didn't really cap this game. Is Booker still out? Do you know, Tyler?
Yeah, he's still out.
Yeah, that's probably why it's only -1. Yeah, we'll just watch this one live. Did you have any looks on it at all? I think these are two tough teams to cap right now.
The only one I kind of like is Dallas first half, -0.5 point. I mean, you're basically just asking for them to win that first half. And after that beatdown they just got handed, I think they come out with a little fire in them these first two quarters. And it wouldn't surprise me for them to have a nice lead at halftime and then blow it towards the end of the game.
Yeah, and I think after playing Utah's defense, Phoenix's defense will be much more forgiving. The last game, I kind of like the Warriors here just because I'm on a Pistons fade all year, but not enough to actually play it pregame. -5.5, total 224.5. These Warriors team, it's like they win 2, lose 2, win 2, lose 2, win 2, lose 2. Not sure exactly what to make of them. Did you like anything in that one, Tyler?
I'm the same side. I like the Warriors here. Pistons off that big Lakers win. I think they come in a letdown spot right here.
Yeah. And they're traveling. So, cool.
Yep.
There's a quick rundown for all the spots for everybody listening, and then we can just get hanging out and talking about sports in general. Twatty, did you have any college looks?
Well, we probably should have jumped on earlier, huh? I mean, we jumped on at 8, and shit, that's when all the games started. So I did a Utah Valley Pitt parlay. I mean, you guys know I don't ever do parlays, but I would have never given a parlay out, but that's what I gave personally. So if we could find a way to jump on those games live at some point, I'd be interested. But there's a shit ton of games, going right now.
All right. Well, if you got any of those, let us know.
Yeah, I'll get back to you here. See, we're kind of watching those 2 games.
I love Yego in the chat. Pistons season is a letdown spot.
What's up, Cody?
What's up? What do you think, Tyler?
What's that?
8 and rebounds over. What do you think of that one?
I don't mind that look.
Yeah.
If it's still at 12.5, he's been cashing that number pretty much every game.
Isn't that wild how much that he's improved over the basically the last calendar year?
Yep. Yeah. Well, he was improving pretty well, and then he got suspended. So kind of like
for performance-enhancing drugs too. It wasn't just like Molly or weed or like the rest of the guys.
Gonzaga out to a slow start, getting doubled up right now. They came out, 2 nights ago, slow, and then they poured it on. I want to say they played San Diego and they blew them out.
Twatty, you want to talk to me about that robbery in the MLB last night?
Which one?
The Nolan, Arenado.
I didn't really dig into it to see what they got back. You know what I mean? So it's so hard because clearly when you look at Nolan Arenado, you think, oh, he's a stud, right? But he plays a course. What are you going to do? Everybody hits there. Now, what really separates him is he's probably the best fielding third baseman in baseball. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
so I think there was rumors he wanted out last year. And if a guy wants out and he's not going to be happy there, you just trade him. Now, again, I don't know what kind of prospects they got for him. But that makes sense.
Got many. I think they got a lot of just cash considerations or whatever they call them.
Okay. Yeah.
$50 million worth.
Yeah. That's clearly a great pickup. You can't shit on that. But
yeah.
So we'll see. That definitely makes them a contender in that division. So we'll see.
Landa said we should all love something. We should all love something in our life the way that Twatty loves Gonzaga.
What?
What?
I don't get that. They're just Gonzaga is one of the 5 teams that I follow. So yeah, if I'm going to place a bet, it usually would be on a Gonzaga game or a Baylor game, something like that. Yep. I don't think that's the one team I bet I haven't lost with all year. I'm trying to think. Yeah, one live bet I gave live. I think it was a team total they didn't hit.
I was starting to dig into NASCAR, Tyler, spread.
Uh-huh.
There's been some changes, some guys that we know are on different teams now. Only eight dates this season coming up. They'll have practice and qualifying sessions, T.
That sucks. I was hoping we were getting for them all.
No, only 8 from what I see so far. But Daytona's one of them.
That's the first race.
Yeah. Eric Jones isn't on Joe Gibbs anymore. But you know who is? The fucking racist. Who is?
Kyle Larson's back.
Kyle Larson, yeah. He's going to drive the 5 car. Oh, no. He's going to Hendrick. My bad. He's going to Hendrick Motorsports. He's going to drive the 5 car. Bowman sliding over from the 88. He's going to drive Jimmy Johnson's car. Eric Jones is not on Joe Gibbs anymore. He's on a different team. Not a ton of changes, but some minor ones. But yeah, unfortunately for Kyle Busch, only 8 dates with practice sessions. February 9th is when it starts. They have like a couple races for Speed Week, I think, during Daytona. And then February 14th is the 500. So that'll be our first. That'll be really like the second real race. There's one before then. But I'm looking forward to it. Oh, yeah. Eric Jones is with Kyle Petty, Coop said. Okay. Oh, no.
I wonder if there's any of them like younger guys.
So what's he driving? So that means what's he driving, Coop? The 43? Bubba Wallace is not driving the 43 anymore. I know he moved to a different team too. Ronnie Lofton, the biggest Joey Logano lover I've ever seen in my life.
Corey, were you with us for NASCAR? Oh, we didn't. We weren't Formula NASCAR when we were betting NASCAR, were we?
Yeah, we were.
Yeah, because Corey, I mean, Jay kills NASCAR. We did really well. I hate it. I don't watch it. I'm with Cody for NASCAR.
Yeah,
but we did really well. I mean, betting it. So,
Cody, how dare you?
I'm with Cody. Fuck NASCAR.
Fuck NASCAR.
If it's going to put money in my pocket, I'll at least give it its due, right?
John Hunter Nemechek
betting NASCAR.
That's another one. Remember John Hunter Nemechek? The kid, how many cautions did that kid cause us last year?
Oh, so
probably.
Many.
Oh, no,
he did.
We probably would have won like 4 more races than we did last year.
Who was our other guy that always wrecked last year?
Other
than Kyle Busch.
Clint Boyer retired. He's not in the 14 anymore. I don't know who's in that car now. But I know that, he's driving trucks. John Hunter Nemechek's going to drive Kyle Busch's truck, the 51 in the Truck Series. I can't wait, man. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, Corey, I don't know if we made the most money with NASCAR, but I think that was at least our second or third best sport, I would think.
We're going to have those days where we're cashing those 12, 20 to 1s, baby. Let's go. Oh, Chase Briscoe. Yeah. He was in the Busch series last year, right? Young kid. So, yeah, that's on the horizon. No UFC this weekend, but I think 5 of the next 6 Saturdays will have a UFC event. So we got that going.
Oh, my God. The Pirates just traded away their ace. If Trevor Williams is Trevor Williams your ace? Hey, he's just got traded.
Who we trade him to?
Cubs. So that's Tyone, Trevor Williams, and Joe Musgrave, our 1, 2, 3.
Coop, can you imagine somebody saying fuck NASCAR? I mean, I can't.
Jay, I said it on air every time.
I know. Funny, I think you're still a little salty about the plastic bag.
I don't think I have ever laughed so hard. I cried.
We got to get Coop on definitely on Sundays if he's free to come hang out with us and watch the race.
Kobe White's got 6 points early.
Okay.
I'm loving that over in that game too.
I'm loving the new pit style, Tyler. They're running. They got a team that's can run, and they're running. I love it.
Yeah, they finally figured out basketball. It took them a couple of years, but they did it.
50 points through the first half of this game.
So, Jay, how do you feel about your team being the favorite to land Deshaun Watson?
I feel cautiously optimistic.
You think somebody's swooping in and taking him?
I do. Because it's the New York Jets. Yeah, I do feel that way. But they were saying the 4 teams that are the front runners were the 49ers, Miami, the Jets, and one other team.
Chicago, I think.
Which if you're Deshaun Watson, right? Why would you go to any other team on that list besides the 49ers?
Miami. I go to Miami. Come on, you had no state tax.
Yeah,
Beautiful weather. You got a pretty good team. Fuck that. I'm going to Miami.
49ers
I go to San
are like,
Francisco. You got a chance to win there, and it's pretty beautiful in the Bay Area too.
yeah,
I mean, Miami was playoff. Their last game. If they won, they got in or something.
They were in the playoffs if Fitz played.
Zach said, I thought it was Carolina. I think you're right, Zach. I think Carolina was the
Now,
other team.
Deshaun Watson in a Joe Brady offense, now that'd be scary.
Yeah, with Shanahan, I think he looked pretty good too.
Yeah. Either or. I agree. Corey, if I could put you on timeout right now, I would. I'm just saying. I would. That's worth it.
The thing about Watson is he loved that Robert Sahal, the guy that got hired as the Jets coach.
Robert
Yeah,
Saleh.
Yeah, I think that's what's drawing him to the Jets.
Yeah,
But
that's exactly right.
Isn't it going to be? It's up to Houston, right? Wherever they decide to send them.
If they don't want to trade,
He has a no trade clause. He has a no trade clause.
Oh, so he has to.
Traded.
He has
What?
to okay. He has to okay.
Okay, yeah.
So he has to okay the team. Yeah.
Okay. All right. I would love to have him.
I can't believe he would consider going there. To be honest.
The thing though is, if you're successful in New York, it's such a big profile.
I mean, I think that's no state tax in Florida would be huge when he signs his fucking big deal, right?
They said Chicago and Carolina are in on the Stafford.
What's up?
They said there's 7 teams involved in the Stafford, trying to get Matthew Stafford, and Chicago and Carolina are the main 2.
You guys think if he goes to the Jets, they're in the playoffs within 2 years?
No.
Yeah, probably like 3 to 4, if that.
I don't know. Things turn around real quick in the NFL.
No, because look at Houston. I mean, Houston had better talent than the Jets, and he was what?
They've won the division 4 out of the last 6 years.
No, I'm talking about last year. That team had more talent than the Jets, and they were what, 5-11 or something.
Yeah. They also have terrible coaching and just I don't know.
I think that it could spiral. Like I think it could run downhill like real fast. Like,
but the thing is, Jay, if you bring him in, it's not like you're bringing him in for nothing. So you're going to be giving up picks. That's going to make it harder to get better. You know what I mean? So there's going to be, shit's could go downhill. Just as, obviously he's a generational player, but you're going to lose a shit ton of picks, I would think.
It would have to be one of the things where like the Jets trade for him and turn around and have the free agency of the last decade.
Well, I think they have a ton of
guys.
I think
they have 2 firsts already, so they could get 4 picks, and that's only 3 years of picks. Because they have 2 firsts this year, I think, don't they?
Yeah, from the Jamal Adams trade.
Yeah, so it's like they can send 2 firsts this year, and actually they have 2 firsts next year from that trade, don't they? So they could send out 4 years of picks, and that'd only be out. That's only 2 years of first-round picks that they'd be out.
He just seems like the kind of player that like. He can make up for a lot of deficiencies that we.
Yeah, he's right. I mean, he threw for 4,800 yards this year, with Brandon Cooks. I mean, basically. I think he threw only like 7 picks. Yeah,
I don't think Sherman's staying in San Francisco, Kenny. I can't remember where he's going to end up, but
What do you guys think Dallas does with Dak? He's still not signed.
I mean,
franchise tag him. That'd be pretty expensive.
Was it like $40 million, probably?
Yep.
I mean,
I don't know why people don't do what Kirk Cousins did for like 5 years. It just
keep getting
yeah.
guys tied. He made so much money.
Yeah, he made almost 40. Like he made 30, 35, 40, just every year re-signing, re-upping. I mean, there's obviously not stability in that, so I guess I get why. But
Spread, what do you think about this Celtics-Lakers game?
Yeah, I think good chance the Lakers come out quick and we can jump on the Celtics at an inflated number. And I think that they will be able to keep it close. So that was kind of my way of attacking it.
You see them. You see the Lakers dropping a third straight.
No, but I think that if we can get an inflated number, that's the position I'd rather be in.
Yeah.
So, Connor, you think that would be really, if I'm reading that right, you think that would be an above average receiving core? You're saying A-Rob.
Allen Robinson from the Bears is a free agent.
Right. Okay. So you're saying if they pick up A-Rob, because Mims and Crowder probably, but I mean, with A-Rob, that would probably be, I don't know. You think that's still above average?
No, that's like
A-Rob,
average.
Mims, and Crowder? I don't know. I guess.
If you could replace Mims with like another not stud receiver, but better than Crowder.
Yeah.
If Crowder's your
Harry,
third guy, then yeah, you're above. But no, I can't. Not with those three. Mims hasn't done dick.
Well, he
was
missed
hurt most of
the
the year,
first.
though, wasn't
He was a rookie and he missed a lot of. He missed. I don't know. I'm going to say at least 6 games.
Yeah.
Corey's such a Jets hater. He's such a Jets hater.
Are you guys seeing anything live in the NBA?
I mean, I got my eyes on it. I'm loving our spot in that Portland game. Although, like, the team totals didn't come to fruition, but that's great for my sheet play on the over there. Kings got off to too much of a start, but Bookmaker didn't give us much leeway there. You know, even off the hot start, they only gave us like -2.5. So I didn't really feel like jumping in there. And what was the other one that's going on? Oh, the Rockets already up to 6.5, but we definitely jumped the gun entering on that Rockets game last time, right, Tyler? So I'm going to go ahead and be patient there.
Yeah, we got to wait a little bit longer.
Right? Yeah.
You guys expect the Trailblazers to beat the Bulls tonight?
I probably think the Bulls will win.
Yeah.
I don't love it. The Trailblazers are so hard to cap because, you know, they're missing Nurkic, so now Cantor's playing more minutes. Okay, I can figure that out. But now they're missing McCollum and Covington. So now you're missing 3 of the 5 starters, and it's just hard to tell who steps up. Like, I know how to rate, you know, Carmelo Anthony, but Anthony Simons, like, I don't really rate him that highly. Harry Giles, I remember him from the Kings, but he's pretty weak defensively too. So I just worry that Portland is going to, as good as Damian Lillard is, I don't see how they get stops here towards the end of the game against a Chicago team that can definitely, you know, score with multiple different weapons on the floor. Levine, Kobe White both can create off the shot, and then if you try and double them, like Otto Porter and Garrett Temple are good open shooters. So I probably lean Chicago here, but I didn't love it. I definitely just like the over. I just think this can be points. Neither of these teams are that good defensively.
Connor, I actually heard. Oh, sorry, I thought you were done, Spread.
Go ahead.
It's Connor. I actually heard that there's rumors JJ may come to Pittsburgh to be with his 2 brothers.
That'd be awesome.
I don't want that.
Do you see Kenny's question there about Minnesota and Purdue?
No, but there was something else in the chat. I wanted to ask you guys real quick. How is it and why is it that the Pelicans are 24th in pace? Why is that? Why?
Stan Van Gundy's not a very good coach. It's like you got a 2009 coach in 2021.
You got Steven Adams playing next to Zion. That's also slowing everything down.
But it's his emphasis on these half court sets.
Yeah.
You know, you watch the other coaches like, you know, Quinn Snyder and these guys, they're telling everyone, get up the floor.
Yeah, run.
He's like, slow down. It's like, what year is this, Stan? Like, come on, buddy.
Yeah, I didn't think he was like that. I thought he was a coach that coached to the personnel he had, but maybe he's not. I don't know.
I actually expected a lot more from him this year. And
me too.
I wasn't high on Gentry last year, but now I'm like, I don't like Van Gundy, and I want the Kings to fire Luke Walton and put Gentry as our coach for the rest of the year.
Yeah.
They should hire Tibbs.
We should have been on that Lillard points over prop tonight with all those guys out.
Yeah.
I don't know, Kenny. I mean, I think Minnesota, in my opinion, is definitely the more talented team. Great backcourt. I mean, that team shoots more or makes more free throws than they give up. But Purdue just locks you down. What's the score? Let me see what if there's any angles. Purdue can lock you up. Let's find it.
What was his number tonight, Tyler? Like 30?
Probably like 34. Because FanDuel put those new things up where it's like to score 30 plus points, and Damian Lillard to score 30 plus was minus 200.
Wow.
I would think with Minnesota having a 5-point lead at halftime, that's something that they'll be able to maintain because they'll kill you from the free throw line. I think they make the most in the country, and I think it was by a decent margin. So you can't I mean, if they're going to be at the line at the end of the game, you're pretty much fucked. Their bigs can make them. Minnesota probably holds on to that lead. I mean, money line's plus 188. The spread's 3.5. I mean, I'd like to get it down to 2 or something, but I'll keep my eye on it definitely. Kareem's off a nice lead.
First quarter says they've been jumping on teams early. Tyler, you're a little worried about Dallas coming out quick, right? And a kind of revenge or not?
Yeah, I could see Dallas coming out quick. I can see, yeah, because Luka even said he's like, it's almost like we're not even trying to win these games. So I could see him in the locker room like, come on, guys, like we got to come out, like show them we're actually like mean something tonight.
I wonder if the rest of the locker room's looking at him and then why didn't you show up in shape then?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, Kenny, at 3.5, I wouldn't have a play. If I
got
could get
a
it
live
live
play,
at
right?
2, I would probably go Minnesota. If I could get it at 2.
What you got, Tyler?
Milwaukee first half money line, like plus 180. Yeah, it's plus 182.
You want that at the bottom?
Yeah.
I don't think Pepperdine scored in like 10 minutes.
They were smashing, and I switched the game off. What's the score over there right now?
39-31.
Wow. Okay.
But they hit a 3 at the end of the buzzer to up that lead to 8. So that lead should only be 5. They had to even look at the replay. So I think the Bucks can come back and just take this game over before halftime.
See that little stat they threw at the bottom, leading after the first quarter, 11-3, behind 0-4. Hornets up by 11 now.
That's probably good, Adam. That's probably a good play. I mean, think about it. How many times through the whole game is the Zags covered 13.5 at the end of the game? Basically every fucking game. So if you're sitting there now and they're almost doubling them up, yeah, that's probably a good play there by you, Adam.
You guys ever fail the location check for FanDuel?
Yeah.
Just for a minute, and then it usually picks up.
Twatty, did you ever watch that movie?
Which one?
Those 2 movies that I told you to watch.
No. I will. I'll probably hit you up later with the names of them.
All right.
Yeah, Corey. So that's beautiful. That's beautiful. Yep.
I want a full Siskel and Ebert review.
Okay.
What's
John
on the menu?
Chaney. I get a little pizza sitting here.
All right.
John Chaney died today. Do you remember the blow up with him and Calipari? You guys old enough?
Yep. The press conference? Yeah.
Yeah. Chaney has looked like he was 80 years old for the last 50 years. When he was coaching Temple, I was like, how old is this guy?
True story.
I'm watching this Bucks team play absolutely no defense right now, Tyler.
It's amazing. Click the button, they said, fuck them.
They were good back in the day, Temple. You guys remember Mark Macon?
Yep.
No.
You remember Mark Macon, Jeff?
I don't.
He was a baller. Marcus Camby.
Yeah, he was obviously.
Marcus
Did he go
Camby.
to UMass?
We went to UMass.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I'm thinking of Calipari. Aaron McKee? Yeah, he was Temple. Who else went to Temple? Jalen Brunson's dad? Right? Rick Brunson? What was that? No way. Yeah, I'm struggling. You're right, Robert. Eddie Jones, good one. Nice one. Like that.
The Lakers.
Scott Skiles, he was Michigan State. I'm going with.
I was tempted. I was tempted to take the Lakers today.
What's up, Gerardo? What's up, Lance, Sean, Stephen, Corey, Robert, Kenny, Will? What's up, boys? Hopefully my guys here will get you some money on the NBA tonight. The Palestra.
Will Castleman likes Portland to win this game. Interesting. Why do you like them, Will?
What up, Landa?
Oh, God. I still can't get over how much Tatum grew.
I don't buy those sometimes when they say that.
I mean, he looks like noticeably taller, though.
Like, they've always listed KD as 6'9", then you watch him stand next to 7-footers, and he's like 3 inches taller than him. And it's like, that guy's not 6'9". They list Draymond Green at like 6'7". He stood next to Pogba, who's 6'3". Pogba was taller than him.
What about when Kevin Durant
stood next to Boogie?
Yeah, and he lists himself smaller than he really is.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
If you guys want to jump on Utah Valley, wait, what time are they starting? I like them to cover tonight. There are no shit started. What's the score of that? Let's see what the live line is. Yeah, we came on like right as the game started. Probably should have came on a little earlier.
You would think that this should be a game that goes back and forth all night, right?
Yep.
Try to get plus 150 on both sides.
I think that's a good look for this game.
Do you want to keep an eye on that one, Tyler? I got these other ones pulled up. I'm going between Blazers, Bulls, Kings, Heat, and I'm going to get a little Spurs action in here too.
I'll keep an eye on this one.
Sean, you're a member? Did we know Sean was a member?
This is a free show.
Oh, well, that explains it. I was going to say, the Windy guy's back.
Wait, what?
The Windy guy, Sean.
What? I don't get it.
Look at the chat.
Yeah, but does he just do that every time, or does
Yeah, he just says it like 35 times.
I don't know why. He makes me laugh. I don't know.
It's funny to me.
Ice Rose. I know who that is. Still waiting for my cookies.
Yeah.
I have no idea what I want to eat tonight for dinner.
Tony, did you have Chick-fil-A's new sandwich, the grilled spicy? Pretty good.
Wait, what?
Look out. Look out.
I didn't know about that.
Yeah, they got a grilled spicy chicken sandwich. Pretty good.
I should probably get that because I was actually going through like everything I eat, and one of my worst things is that spicy chicken, just because it's fried, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. So and then if to get it grilled would be so much healthier. So I'll have to
Yeah,
try
no,
that
I'll
out. I
definitely
actually
try
went there
that.
today too.
That shit's good. I had it today.
I have never had Chick-fil-A.
It's an embarrassment.
Hornets
I
up.
don't even know what to say.
You think they come back?
I don't know. I mean, you can't cap effort. It looks like they just
What's
said,
going
fuck it.
on with this Milwaukee team?
It looks like they just said we're not playing tonight. So, I mean, I'm not getting any more money
That's
involved
two
in that
nights in a
game.
row, though, isn't it? Or was that Thursday? No, that was last night, right?
Yep.
That Milwaukee got blown out by the Pelicans.
And
Yeah,
they tried
because
to.
I texted you. I said Friday's insane, and I was complaining about two other ones, and I said the Pelicans are plus 50 or minus 15 live against the Bucks. Like, what is going on?
Can't cap effort.
I gotta just shut my internet off on Fridays. Friday's like the craziest day for NBA.
Can't cap it.
Took them 2.5 minutes to get their first bucket in the second quarter.
Well,
Yeah, Kenny. So the
let's
angle
take a live look
here,
at Big T's feed. I'm sure he's loving it.
the angle here, Kenny, was I went back over the last 2 weeks. This whole season, if you out rebounded your opponent by 10 or more, you won 67% of your games. Now, I didn't dig deep enough to see the cover, but it was 67% on just winning straight up. And this Utah Valley team out rebounds Tarleton Titans Texans by 11. So that was the angle that I looked at in this one. There were some other things, but so we're gonna dig a little deeper to see if they cover, what percent covers as well. I see they're down 8. Fucking UCLA.
Rockets closed that gap spread.
Yeah, I know. Remember I said it was 6.5, but I wanted to get more because remember how bad it was, and then we missed it. It was the Bucks that we should have waited on the entry point, and the Rockets said it might have been our best look, but got 9. It's 45-42 right now. I really like this Rockets team defensively right now.
The other thing in this, Kenny, was Tarleton is 5 of 6 from 3, and Utah is 0 of 5. I mean, that's a big swing right there. 15-point swing.
What's up with Kansas, Swatty? Seems like they've been losing a lot of games lately.
Yeah, I don't know. They
tough schedule.
Got their doors blown off today. I like them. I like Kansas, though. I think they'll be right there at the end.
What about Oklahoma just knocking down top teams like they're nothing?
Yeah, I mean, they're shooting guards. Mannion's not Mannion. Brady Manick. He's a fucking man. They're a good team. They're a good team, too. Texas, TCU is the one that I just shake my head at. Like, how do they keep winning? I think they're number 10 in the country, and I look at that roster, and I'm like, what?
It's so bad.
How do these guys beat anybody? But they're great coach, and they play great defense.
Trailblazers took the lead. So what's everyone's thoughts on the Super Bowl?
I would have already pounded the Chiefs, except I'm a little worried about that left tackle, but I still like the Chiefs.
Is it 3.5 still?
Yeah.
3.
Yeah, 3. I like the Chiefs.
Yeah, I guess I like the Chiefs.
3.5. I'll be on Tampa.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess maybe I'm putting too much stock into that earlier game, but I mean, they completely dominated Tampa until they just took their foot off the gas, and I just don't see that happening in the Super Bowl.
Yeah, I think Tampa does just enough to keep it close. Whether that's 3 or 7, who knows? But
I still can't believe that. I can't believe Green Bay lost that game.
And what's
and
that?
frankly, it really wasn't. It wasn't even close, really, right?
I went back and watched that whole game, though, Twatty. They had so many chances to win that game.
That's why it was so miserable watching it live. It was just watching them blow opportunity after opportunity.
They had no business losing that game.
Yeah.
What was the final?
31-26.
Yeah, Jay, what'd you say? They didn't even get a first down on those 2
Three
picks?
3 interceptions on 4 drives, and they didn't even get a first down on 2 of them.
Yeah, there were 6 picks, I think, in that game. For him.
Imagine that.
It all comes down to that single coverage at the end of the half to Scotty Miller.
Yeah.
Like, I was actually listening to a podcast about it today, recapping the game today, and they're just like, I still can't believe you're in a cover 1 there.
1st and 5, 1st and goal from the 5. They don't get in. They settle for 3. Then they kick that field goal on 4th down, which is like bizarro world.
Yeah.
I mean, it's unbelievable that they lost that game.
Did you see that Scotty Miller wants to race the cheetah?
He'll lose.
Do you know what Scotty Miller's 40 is?
Is it pretty fast?
I'm sure it's pretty fast, but
4.39.
I knew he was fast.
Isn't Tyreek like 4.19 or like?
Yeah, I mean he's probably fucking 4.31. So. But I didn't know that Scotty Miller could run like that. 4.39. It's pretty impressive.
It's just there's so many fast guys in the NFL. The numbers don't even jump out anymore.
Yeah, like a 4.3 is just.
They're like 4.4 is like standard for a stud receiver now.
If you run like a 4.5 or lower, you're considered a slow receiver.
Or like a linebacker or a tight end.
I think that the Chiefs have a very, very, very underrated defense. And if they play the way that they're capable of playing, I just don't see how Tampa scores enough points, keeps up with them.
No, Ron, he won't, but I think it would be at least, respectable.
It's one of those things, right? Even if it was like he barely lost, we would all give him props, right?
Yeah.
It's just like going to fight the best. If you have a good fight, even if you lose at the very end, but you fought the champion, you're going to get respect.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree with Corey H. there. Mahomes is so much better than Brady right now. I definitely agree with that. San Antonio tied it up for us, so never a good entry point on that slow first quarter that we thought we'd have. Heat tied it up now. That's 40-40. Rockets are ahead. We missed our entry point there. They're up in the second quarter, 26-13. So we'll just keep an eye on things.
I think I'd still rather have Tampa's defense, though. I mean, I would say without question, I'd rather have Tampa's defense.
I think Kansas City has a better passing defense than Tampa. But
ultimately, if I had to choose between the two, I'm taking Tampa, and then I'm taking KC's offense, obviously. So, I mean, who knows? We're all speculating, but
Tampa's got an unbelievable rushing defense, but their pass defense is soft. And if Brady throws 3 picks next Sunday, they'll lose by 21.
Yeah, I mean, that's no doubt. Yeah, Corey, Tampa's front 7 is really good.
I'll probably be like 5 dimes deep on the Chiefs.
I'll probably spend this week looking at the props if they're out.
Mahomes' rushing yards has got to be a play.
Yeah, I mean, I like
With
that.
that offensive line being that weak, he's going to run away from them at some point. Skimper down the sideline.
Well, every 3rd and 4, 3rd and 5 that someone's covered, he's just going to go run for it. I mean, it's too big of a game to be running out of bounds. You're going to tuck it up and try to get the extra yards. So, I think that's a good play.
Do you guys think that the line gets to 2.5?
No. I think it stays right at 3.
Opened at 3.5.
I thought it opened flat 3.
There's a lot of public money for Brady. A public love, I mean.
Yeah, Kenny. Minnesota's terrible on the road. I think I like them to stay in this game, though. We'll see.
Andrew, I'll probably lay the points rather than lay minus 175. I'll probably lay the 3 at minus 120, but I don't know, man. These playoff lines have not gone the way that I thought that they would go in almost every game. So it wouldn't shock me if this line got to 2.5. It moved a half point. It was 3.5 after the game.
How's that Lakers game looking, Tyler?
17-15. It's just been back and forth. One team scores, the other team scores. No one's pulling away yet.
TB12 is the greatest ever. That's true, but he's not the greatest in the league right now.
Baylor, what a performance today against an up-and-coming Auburn team. Clearly the second best team in the country.
Who'd they play today? Auburn. That game's over?
Yeah, I think they won by margin, too.
Who, Baylor did?
Yeah.
I mean, doesn't surprise me. I wonder how Sharif.
I mean, Auburn's been playing really well.
That's Cooper.
Yeah, their bigs are tough, too. They're long, lanky.
They didn't cover. They won by 12.
What are the odds right now for Mahomes MVP?
Like minus 105.
Is it really?
Wow, really, Andrew?
I'm pretty sure.
I really have to think about that.
Minus 105.
Minus 105 on FanDuel.
Seems right. Who else gets it on that team?
Tyreek Hill.
I don't know. I don't even think they would even give it to him if he had a monster game. I think maybe Kelsey would be more likely. But since Hill and Kelsey will most likely split targets and split effectiveness, it's like they'll end up giving it to the quarterback. The only way I could see is if a defensive player had like 2 or 3 interceptions for not going to Mahomes.
Last time Tampa was in the
Chris
Super
Jones
Bowl,
had like
defensive
7
player
sacks
won
or
it.
something. What's up?
Last time Tampa was in the Super Bowl,
A defensive player won it.
In 2002?
Yeah.
Who was that? I was like the worst Super Bowl experience of my life. I went
I can't
to
remember.
party at halftime.
Rondé Barber?
And my one of my best buddies at the time was a Tampa fan, and we had money on it, and I was so pissed. And I stopped by. This is back when I smoked blunts. I stopped by to get a pack of blunts, and I see him at the store, and I owe him money from the game, and I'm just like, "You're the last person I want to see right now."
Boys, I don't know, Andrew and Kenny. I don't know. I mean, I probably like Texas the best of those 2, 3.
Buddy, what's going on with Pitt?
But Texas is dinged up right now. Pitt's losing, I think, right now.
I just got I'm in like a group chat. My buddy was like, Pitt equals sadness.
They are I like Texas backcourt and front court. Michigan and Villanova are obviously great too. I mean, those 3 could be, 3, but if I had to choose, I like probably Texas the best. I can't believe Houston's 6th in the country. That is unbelievable.
I think if you like Tampa Bay to win the game, rather than taking the plus 145 on the money line, just take Brady at 2-1 to win the MVP. Yeah.
You don't think like one of his defensive guys like makes a key interception or some shit towards the end of the game, seals it?
I think that Brady can have a mediocre game and win the MVP. A defensive player would have to have a out-of-body experience to be the Super Bowl MVP.
Would Devin White 10 tackles and a pick six take it away from Brady?
It has to be like 2 forced fumbles on sacks.
But what if that pick six seals the game and wins it? You have to give him the MVP, regardless.
It depends. If the game's like 12-10, but if it's like 38-31, and
did the cornerback who was it? Malcolm Butler.
He won it, didn't he?
Did he get the MVP for that play against Seattle?
I'm almost positive he did.
I lost so much money on Seattle that game. I turned the TV off immediately after that interception.
And the fucking who was it? I'm forgetting the other defensive guy. The Seattle guy won it when they beat Denver.
I think that the chances, though, I mean, you have to have like a game-changing play, and in addition to that, have probably the best game of your career to get.
In the new NFL, the quarterbacks, the offenses are going to have too high stats.
Where Brady could have a 2 touchdown, 1 interception game, throw for 300 yards and get the MVP if they win.
Somehow the Bucs cut back into this game. We still got 2 minutes to cash out plus 180.
What's the score right now? Should I switch over to it?
63-59.
All right, I'll put it on.
Wow.
Bucs, where are we?
Wish we would have waited like 5 more minutes and got like plus 1,000. But
I know, trying to beat your old plus 830 record from the other night.
Kobe White's got 16, so we need one more bucket.
Oh, Von Miller won it. Yeah, good point, Kenny.
Yeah, there's been a lot of defensive guys that have won in these past couple of years.
But to be fair, like Peyton Manning barely did anything in that game.
He didn't. He didn't do anything that whole year.
There was no way you could have given it to him, right?
Yeah, guys. West Virginia, sneaky over team the rest of the year. They lost their big man. He transferred out. They don't play defense like they used to, and they actually push the ball. So that's a team that I've been taking overs on since Toshiwe left.
I think it's easier for a Kansas City Chief player to get it that is not Mahomes, because Kelsey could have 12 catches for 185 yards and 2 touchdowns. That'll get you the MVP.
Yeah. Unless they put up like 48 and Tyreek has something similar. And he's,
Yeah, that's the only problem here is if both of them guys are over 100 yards and both have touchdowns, it's going to Mahomes.
Yeah.
Dexter Jackson, yeah.
That's who it was.
There is a DB for the Cowboys DB won the MVP as well.
Larry Brown, and then the Raiders signed him afterwards, and he was absolutely terrible because we signed him in one game. Yeah.
Because Neil O'Donnell just would throw the ball right to him. It's like he wasn't even covering anybody.
Yeah, it was like he really didn't have to do a lot, and he gets the MVP, and then Al Davis gives him the man.
I think we should probably hop on the Celtics plus 210 down 4.
I like that.
It's plus 210 right now?
Yeah, they're down 4.
It's locked out for me, but I'll keep an eye on that. I only have plus 184.
I'm just like scrolling through the Super Bowl MVPs. Desmond Howard won one as a kick returner, punt returner.
Yeah.
Yeah, the NFL was different back then, though. It's like a quarterback league now. In the last 10 years, they've just decided, like, all that matters is the quarterback. You can't touch the quarterback. You can't touch the wide receivers. Like, we want the final scores to be like 42-38.
Yeah. I wouldn't know much about that Super Bowl. I was like a month and a half old.
I hopped on it. Hopefully, Celtics go on a run and we can get the Lakers at plus money.
75-57 at half in that Rockets Pelicans game spread.
Yeah, we missed our entry point there. That's where, giving out the 115 and then hitting the plus 200 later, I thought we might have a situation like that. So All right, down by 2 in this Bucks game. 50 seconds to go.
Get a
They
miss,
picked
get
up
the ball back.
the defense a little bit. Giannis is even on the floor for this run. Big T would be eating this up. Portis is going to get 3 seconds if he doesn't watch out. No, he just stepped out. Rotates over. Zeller. Zeller just put the nail in our coffin right there with that offensive board.
Piece of shit, Indiana Hoosier.
Robert Kahn, isn't Antonio Brown questionable still? Like, I don't even know if he's going to play, is he? Or doubtful?
That's what I heard too.
I saw his name on the list when I was looking up that tight end. But the tight end's out for sure. I mean, not the tight end, the left tackle.
Yeah, didn't Desmond Howard win the Heisman and a Super Bowl MVP?
Yeah.
And he and he had like a terrible career, but he has those two things on his resume. Not a terrible career, but kind of a bad career.
He didn't really live up to his potential as like a game breaker. Right?
But he's got a Heisman and a Super Bowl MVP. That's pretty sweet.
Can you parlay the Chiefs' money line with Mahomes to win the MVP? You think?
Probably not.
I call that correlated.
They're not going to let you do that.
The only place that's going to let you do that is going to be FanDuel if it does.
Right.
Yeah,
FanDuel lets you do some
but
shit.
They won't let you just parlay it, right?
Was there ever a guy to win back-to-back MVPs in the Super Bowl? Terry Bradshaw did it. Right here, it's 79-80. So that's the last guy to do it. Yeah, if the Chiefs win, they're giving it to Mahomes, regardless if Tyreek Hill has 1,500 receiving yards on Sunday or next Sunday.
No, they won't let you do it.
Damn, Virginia got spanked today.
56.5 seems a little high to me, doesn't it?
Yeah, I think
a lot
so.
of people like the under.
Yeah.
That's a tough one for me.
I mean, if you're Tampa, your game plan has to try to be to establish it, right? To keep the ball out of Mahomes' hands.
Yeah.
Again, you get, a couple 6-8 minute drives. That's really make a difference. I mean, they got a good 1-2 with running back, that's for sure. I think Rojo was leading the league in rushing for half the year or something before he got overtaken by Henry. Oh, is that what happened, Connor? Virginia's been giving up more points than they ever have. I'm going to eat a couple pieces of pizza here, boys. I'll be right back.
Get that in, you twatty.
Is that Lakers game ESPN or ABC?
ABC. Second quarter is your ready to tip.
I'll put it on my other games went to halftime. If Spurs give a up plus 120, I might go for it then.
1 point out of White. We got 2 quarters to get it. What's our next big UFC fight, Jay?
Next weekend is Alistair Overeem, Alexander Volkov, and the co-main is Frankie Edgar and Corey Sandhagen.
That's a good fight for Frankie Edgar.
I mean, he's going to get beat.
Yeah.
He's plus 300.
That's bad.
They made Sandhagen a $4 favorite.
What do you think he does? Knock him out?
If he doesn't, he's just going to pick him apart for 3 rounds.
And I'd say you'd lean Overeem in that.
You know, I'm not sure. He's like a plus 150 dog. I have to watch tape this week on that fight. I'm not sure. My initial reaction is maybe a slight lean towards Alexander Volkov, but I mean, I've counted Overeem out a lot of times. And
hasn't he been the underdog in like his last 4 fights, and he's won like 3 of them?
He finds a way, man. Like, he just finds a way. Did you see they opened up the Ngannou line at minus 150?
Ngannou minus 150?
Against Stipe, yeah.
Makes sense.
Yeah, it does.
Do you have a team total for the Bulls for the second half?
Here, give me 1 second.
I'll take Stipe in that one.
Yeah, I mean, that's one of those fights where if Ngannou doesn't knock him out in like 10 minutes, it's gonna
111 and a half spread is their team total. They have 53, so what's that make it?
108 for the second half, or 58?
Yeah.
What do you think of that?
I don't mind that look. Portland's not going to be playing much defense.
Let's jump in on that. Put that one on the bottom. So what is the total second half? 58?
Yeah, we just put their team total over 111 and a half.
All right, cool.
For who?
The Chicago Bulls.
Mikey, I like that one too. When's that one go down?
That's this month, isn't it? Like February? Isn't it Usman Burns?
It's soon.
I think it's the big pay-per-view one in February.
Usman's won like 13 in a row, I think. Gilbert Burns is a fucking problem, though, man. He is a problem.
How'd you feel about Chandler's fight?
I thought it was really impressive.
Nice stat, Connor. I like that.
I think Chandler should fight
Gaethje.
Or Connor, I would say. Gaethje or Connor.
Yeah, you can't give him a belt fight.
No way.
They want to plug him in.
If Khabib is really done, it has to be Charles Oliveira against Dustin Poirier. It has to be.
That makes sense. I mean, Poirier even said he doesn't want to fight Michael Chandler.
Yeah. Charles Oliveira deserves it. he deserves the shot against Poirier.
Who wins that one, you think? Poirier? That'd be a tough fight.
That would be a tough one to call. It'll be really good. It'll be a really, really, really good fight.
Isn't Nunez coming up too? I think she fights.
I don't know, actually.
I know they rescheduled her fight.
I don't know who could they put in there?
Same girl.
Like, unless it's like her and Shevchenko for a third time, she shouldn't even step in the cage. Nobody's beating her.
Celtics plus 8.5 now. What do you think, Tyler?
I don't mind that. My only worry is the third quarter gets out of hand because we all know they love to play bad third quarters. Yeah, she fights on the Usman card, Jay. Or no, she fights on Adesanya's card with we'll call it. She fights that Megan Anderson.
Megan? Oh my God. What a shit show.
Petr Yan and Sterling fight that night too.
That's gonna be a great fight.
Islam Makhachev, Drew Dober.
I'm looking forward to that Sterling fight, big time.
Yeah, this card's stacked. Alexander Rakic, Thiago Santos.
That's a good fight.
Casey Kenny, Dominic Cruz.
That's not a good fight. I have no interest in watching Dominic Cruz fight anymore.
Benavidez, Askarov.
That should be a good fight.
And
that's got to be, what is that, UFC 258?
Yeah, that's March's big pay-per-view.
Yeah.
The only other big fight like names I see on here that I even, not big fight, but names I recognize is Tim Elliott and Jordan Espinoza.
Tim Elliott's still going, huh? God bless him.
The real fight, though, is Paul against Askren. Who wins?
Who?
Paul against Askren.
Jake Paul's fighting Ben Askren. Jay probably doesn't know yet.
In a what?
In a
boxing match. Not UFC, not MMA.
That you know where that's going, Jay.
Ben Askren can't throw his hands, though.
I know. Paul may win. The Paul brothers, and everyone shits on them as YouTubers, but at least they've dedicated themselves to becoming boxers,
Wow. Talk about, like, hand-picking your opponent.
Right? It's like, you get over here off of hip surgery.
Wow. Jake Paul couldn't have picked a better guy to fight.
That Minnesota, Kenny. You're right. That team on the road is unbelievable. They really are.
Whitaker versus Costa should be a good one too, Jay.
When is that?
April 17th.
Wow.
Darren Till, Marvin Vittori's the week before that.
Oh, that's a good fight.
And then it's good.
No, I was going to say, and on another side, isn't the other Paul trying to fight Bisping?
No, one of the Pauls was supposed to fight Mayweather next month, but they canceled it.
I'll tell you what, bro. If one of those Pauls steps in the cage with Michael Bisping,
no, they would not.
That's a wrap.
None of them are going to get in the cage. They'll get in the boxing ring.
Right? Yeah.
They're not going to let one of these guys grab a hold of them and just start ripping on them.
Michael Bisping has stupid cardio and really good hands. Really good hands.
No, they would be in the ring.
You know what should be a heavyweight fucking just bloodbath, and someone's definitely going to sleep? Cyril Gaines fighting Jairzinho Rosenstruck.
Oh, that should be a war.
Yeah, someone's going to sleep in that one.
Joey Work. California Joe.
Are you ever coming back?
I think he came back today.
tonight.
He's gonna come back all tan.
I love it.
So here's a question for you guys in a little down period. Tomorrow I'm putting $1,000 in Star Stock, which is a sports betting stock exchange, and I'm going to put $1,000 in some crypto, and I'm not going to touch it, either one for a year, and I'm going to see which one ends up doing better. But I don't know shit about crypto, so what should I put $1,000 in your opinion? I know that you both do crypto. I'm not sure if Spread does or not.
I mean, I use it to get money in and out, but I don't have a lot right now.
You missed the boat on Bitcoin and Ethereum.
All right. Someone told me there's a chain something.
Chainlink's not bad. I think that'll be one of the 5 or 6 cryptos that actually make it out the other side.
You could join the Dogecoin hype.
Well, no, I'm being serious. I want some advice. I'm putting in. David says Doge as well.
Yeah, I mean, it was worth like less than like a penny a couple weeks ago, and now it's worth like almost a nickel.
It was worth less than a penny?
Yeah. It was like 0.0001.
Polkadot's not bad. That's not bad, Joe. It's not bad.
That's a thing?
Polkadot, yeah.
Put it in MNXF. Okay. Well, I can do a little bit in each, I guess, so. But I want to see at the end of the year which one has produced more or lost.
When I bought my Bitcoin, it was $6,800. It's like $35K now. I can't believe the price of it now.
That's awesome.
Well, I sold it to fucking pay for my dad's nurse, unfortunately. But yeah, I can't believe how much it's gone up.
Well, GME. So everyone's got different.
GME is the GameStop stock. That's just the 3 letters for it. They're all about AMC right now.
AMC?
Yeah, like the movie theaters.
Oh, okay.
That's the one like the Wall Street Bets is talking about pushing everyone to buy.
Chainlink. I think I'll do some Chainlink then. So, but you're saying Bitcoin, Jay, in your opinion, don't even mess with it?
No, do I think that Bitcoin will be worth like $1 million one day? I do. But I mean, right now, you like if you wanted to buy one Bitcoin, it costs you like 34,000 almost somewhere around.
No, I'm doing $1,000. So.
Yeah, I mean, you're
probably
at
that price. He might as well just put the extra like $200 in and just buy one Ethereum because it's gonna go up.
All right, I'll hit you up tomorrow, Tyler.
That would be my like.
The technology behind Chainlink is really sound, and I think that it will be like one of the cryptos that make it out the other end. I think there'll probably only be 5 or 6, and I think that that'll be one of them.
All right, cool. I think I got to root. I don't even know if I have my passwords for Coinbase anymore. I'll probably have to redo all that.
Ethereum, yep, that's one of them that'll make it out too.
Yeah, that one's gonna hold.
Watch the sports cars do better than all of them. It's definitely possible.
Did you see what Vegas Dave did?
No, what?
He told everybody to buy Derek Carr cards like 6 months ago, and then they shit the bed. And now he's like, the stock market on cards is going to shit the bed in 2 years. You heard it here first.
Yeah, that's not what Gary Vee says. And I trust Gary Vee more than fucking Vegas Dave.
Yeah.
no idea what I want to eat for dinner, man.
As soon as Watson gets traded, his cards are going to shoot up.
Yeah, I know. That's what I was thinking about buying a couple.
I bought a nice rookie yesterday. It was like maybe $250. Select.
Was it the one of him throwing or the one of him running?
Oh, look at you with your knowledge. It's one of him throwing. The one of him running is the concourse. The one of him throwing is the premier. So the premier is better, or less of them made.
We can cash that Kobe White. He's at 18.
There you go. Good job.
Put it on the board.
Good start.
Spread. What do you think about the Bulls at this like big number?
I like him at plus 12.5. What are you seeing?
I'm seeing 10.5.
Yeah, if he gets back to 12.5, let's fire.
Stefan, that one's gone up. Actually, that one's over the last week has gone up. Probably almost doubled. It wasn't a real expensive card, but I think it's doubled in the last week or two.
MT13 brings up silver and like all the titanium, platinum, cobalt. I did see a lot of people talking about silver.
I think you probably are the only one. And nothing wrong with that. We have all have our own opinions. Like I think Luka's overrated. People shit on me for that. But yeah, Kenny.
What do you say? What are you saying?
I said I'm not a huge fan of Luka, actually.
Wow. Yeah, that's a hot take. I don't know which one.
Like Kyle says, am I the only one that thinks that? He says, am I the only one that thinks Deshaun Watson's overrated? I mean, he threw for 5,000 this year. 37 touchdowns, 7 picks on a bad team, and he runs the ball pretty well. He's tough. No, yeah, I think he's really good. But again, yeah, there's people I don't like. I don't like Jason Tatum either.
I feel like this is like one of them conversations for what was his name, Kyle, where like it's like right now, yeah, he's overrated, but if he landed on that Bears roster, like by the end of next year when they're in like the playoffs and like the conference championship, he's gonna be like, yeah, kind of like him now.
Yeah.
It'd be like if we had an NBA team, Twatty in Pittsburgh, and Luka got traded here and we won a championship. You'd be like, yeah, kind of like the guy now.
I don't know. I can't put my finger on what Luka does great. I mean, I guess because of his size, he rebounds.
His passing.
Would you say
he's almost averaging a triple-double? It's like 25, 9, and 9.
Right, but when you look at his usage, I mean, he has the ball in his hands the whole game, and so he's a good rebounder because he's big, right?
Yeah, sort of like De'Aaron Fox, and he's averaging like 25, 4, and 2.
Yeah, I get you. I mean, I get you. I don't. He's not fast. He really isn't a good. What is he? An average shooter at best?
No. His step back three's got to be top 5 in the league.
Yeah.
Well, but what I'm saying is, what
like
does
Harden, Steph, Dame.
I'm gonna have to look up Luka's 3-point percentage in his career now.
Okay, but I'm just saying, if it's covered, he can create that where it's not like just a guy like Seth Curry.
Do we really want to do this? 32%, 31%, and this year 29%.
Right, but the thing is, he's creating all those. A lot of them are like off the dribble at the end of the shot clock. You know.
I mean,
it's not
he's
like
hitting.
Seth Curry who only takes them when he's wide open.
He doesn't even hit 3 of 10. I mean, I'm just. So, is he a good shooter?
Yes.
Now that's a hot take. After I just said that he shoots 28% from 3, you say he's a good shooter.
Just because it's like the percentages can't calculate like the shot difficulty.
Well, that's exactly what percentages. I mean, percentages tell you how good someone shoots.
Right, but I'm saying like it's much easier to shoot like wide open corner threes when you're Seth Curry and the whole defense is focused on Embiid than it is when you're Luka and the whole defense is focused on you and you're fighting through double teams getting him up.
Yeah, he's got tons of usage. There's no doubt. It's just, again, it's preference. I don't know. I've already waited for an example of anyone in the history of the NBA. There's a point guard who is slower than him. In the history of the NBA, a point guard that's slower than him.
Like Corey Joseph?
Michael Carter Williams is slower than Luka?
He's pretty fucking slow. You ever watch him play?
But Luka's also a forward. He's not technically their point guard.
Yeah, now we're having a different conversation. Yeah. And this is the second time someone said Raymond Felton. Raymond Felton, when he was young, when he was Luka's age, was way faster than Luka. But Raymond Felton, is he
in the league? He just got fat. No, it's a good example if you want to use late era doughboy Raymond Felton.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Would you say he's
that just made me laugh just because I thought of like Raymond Felton out there with like a beer belly just bald.
Yeah. Although, in fairness, that's the question I asked, so he gave me an answer.
And Luka's got a beer belly right now too, so it kind of fits there. So
would we say Luka's faster than his international guys, Jose Calderon and Ricky Rubio?
No,
Rubio was pretty fast. I don't know about Calderon. Rubio was pretty fast in his prime.
Yeah, Rubio's still faster. Yeah. Calderon, I mean, he was never.
He was never fast. Andre Miller, that's a good one.
Andre Miller, okay.
He was never
Andre Miller can definitely be in that. But Paul Pierce wasn't a point guard, so But Andre Miller, that's a good answer, Scott. Yeah, I like that. That's debatable. Pablo, there you go, Diego. So
he was
obviously
like 6'10", though, wasn't he?
No, that was the Knicks picked him up when he was 38 years old.
I'm thinking of Barnage.
The Knicks. Yeah.
Sorry, I got the irrelevant European mixed up.
Again, clearly his numbers make my take look bad. But when I think that he's the slowest point guard in the league who can't shoot, and I know we disagree, Spread, on that, but in my opinion, he's the slowest point guard in the NBA who can't shoot, I just think he's probably overrated. That's just my opinion.
Yeah, and like I said, I would have to look up the metrics on it, but I think if they gave you something where it's like wide open shooting percentage, it would be a little different.
And we haven't talked about his we haven't even gone to his defense yet.
Yeah, his defense.
I mean, I'm not going to argue that one. I'm going to say that he's a good shooter, and those stats are misleading. But if you want to say that he's a below-average defender, I'm just going to stand by it.
I would say he's a slow point guard who can't shoot and can't guard anybody. That's generally just my position.
And what would you say about his passing? Because I'd say he's a top 5 passer in the league. What would you say?
Yeah, he's a good passer, but I think his rebounding comes because he's just a big kid. And he can't hold that against him. But he's like
honestly, rebounding in this new era where everybody drops back, right, and they don't really hit the offensive glass, I think it's probably the most useless stat.
Oh, do you? Okay.
In the new NBA. I mean, when we're watching these games, right? Like, how many times is it just, everyone's falling back in transition because they don't want to give up the bucket, and there's just 3 teammates, and one of them gets the ball, right? I mean, it's not like 20 years ago where you had to box out 2 big men like a center and a power forward attacking the boards on every miss. Which is why a guy like Cantor can throw teams off. I mean, a lot of these guys aren't even going to get a boxing out anymore.
Oh, man.
So what, halftime is a 3-point game. AD's got 18 and 10 at halftime.
Yeah, I got it.
I have so many nice AD rookies, Tyler. I need to sell. Oh, yeah. I need to sell him.
Antonio
which
Brown?
Kentucky alum is better, Karl Anthony Towns or Devin Booker?
Right now, Devin Booker, but I think if you traded Towns, gave him a new change of scenery, it would light a fire under him. And you remember how good he was his rookie year?
Yeah, I mean, would be like hashtag old takes exposed, but I was saying that he was better than AD.
He was so good his rookie year. Like when he's motivated to play, like he's really fucking good. He could shoot from the outside. If he wants to play defense, he could defend shots. So it's like all about motivation with that guy.
I mean, Jimmy Butler really put his business in the streets, I think. You know, saying that he's basically so soft that, so that's the thing about Towns, but definitely talented, huh? Offensively, no doubt. I think he wanted to kill fucking Karl Anthony Towns and Wiggins?
Which one did he want to kill? Yeah, more him or Wiggins.
Well, you imagine you're Jimmy Butler and you come to work just fired up, ready to go. Hardest worker in the league, and you see these two guys that are like bigger than you, faster than you, way more natural talent than you, and they're just loafing around. And
you show up like an hour early for practice. Yeah. They stroll in 10 minutes late.
Yeah,
they're just like,
and then leave as soon as it's over.
Yeah, the best story ever is when he asked Coach, "Give me the whole second team."
No, third squad. He had the 11 through 15 guys.
And then he just torched the first team and talked shit the whole time and called them soft in practice. That's a great story. Give me the worst players we have, and then you end up just whooping your first team. I love that.
Yelling at the coach like, "You fucking need me."
Who was I listening to the other day? Might have been dunked on, and they were saying that they think that if Philly would have kept Butler last year, that they could have won the title last year.
I think Butler's really, he's a great team. Well, I say he's a great team, and he wasn't in Minnesota, but I think he's a glue guy who has talent.
Yeah.
He brings it all to the table. Plays defense, can score. He's a dog. Yeah, I really like Jimmy Butler.
You never have to question if you're going to get that effort out of him.
Do you think if he plays like another 5 years as a Hall of Famer?
If the Heat continue to do well, yes. If they kind of like fall back into mediocrity, I think there'll be an argument either way.
So he does not have a title, right?
No.
He's been to one and lost, right?
He barely had any playoff experience, right? Because he was on Chicago. I think
he was there for them like early Chicago runs before Rose.
Yeah, but I don't think he had really established himself. Then he was at Minnesota. He was part of the double bounce team, right? The Kawhi one with?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then, obviously Miami here. So he's going to have to continue to have playoff success. But if he's continuing to get into the Eastern Conference Finals and beyond, then I'd say yes for sure. The numbers are going to be tough to support. He's one of those guys where, like, you really have to watch the game to see his full impact.
Right. Maybe his defense will be like, if there's like a tiebreaker in or out, maybe his defense will get him in.
Yeah.
What's up, Matt?
S is here. All we need is a Brandon Cola sighting, and the comedy show can begin.
What's up, Chris? What's up, Kevin? Robert? Corey? You don't think Butler gets in? I guess it's so hard to say. It depends on what happens from here, right? If he plays 2 more years, he doesn't get in. But if he plays 5 or 4 and wins a little bit, maybe he
they're not
does.
going to put Clemens in? I'm switching to baseball, but I remember seeing that. Like, don't Clemens and Bonds and those guys have 1 more year now?
Yeah, a lot of people are saying they're not going to get in.
That's
ridiculous. Why? I thought Kurt Schilling. I could not remember this right. I thought he got suspended for steroids, or he was one on the list or something. And they're saying he's going to get in next.
I don't think he ever did. I don't think he was in that Mitchell report. I don't think he was in there.
I know his name was brought up, whether it was proven. Let me Google that. But if he gets in under suspicion, these other guys should better get in. Kurt Schilling is such. I hate him. Yeah. I don't really say. Kurt Schilling says Red Sox urged him to use PEDs. Just throw your ex-employer right under the bus.
Did he start a video game company or something?
I don't know. Oh,
And
wait.
even watching the Bulls game, their little mascot had a little sign that said "Days without spilling popcorn 23," and then he takes a bow, spills the popcorn, and then starts crying. Now he switched it to 0 and he's pouting. That's pretty funny.
This fucking Mitchell report, unbelievable. Barry Bonds, Jason Giambi, Jeremy Giambi, Benito Santiago, Gary Sheffield, Kevin Brown, Clemens, Dykstra.
Kevin Brown is kind of a forgotten name, but he was good.
He was.
Yeah.
David Justice. I didn't know that. No. Pettit. I forgot about Pettit. Claimed that he provided Pettit with, well, he's just not proven. He's in the Hall.
Yeah.
Miguel Tejada, Mo Vaughn. Canseco wasn't really bullshitting when he said 70% of the players, was he? Jesus. Troy Gloss. Shocker, John Rocker. How about that? That's a shocker. And Big Poppy's another one, right?
He wasn't on the report, though, right?
No, but didn't he get suspended?
I know that he got linked to it. I don't know if he had repercussions for it. Yeah, Diego said it went instantly bankrupt.
David Ortiz says his failed PED test leaked because too many Yankees test positive. What? He tested positive in 2013 or 2003. I don't know why I just got on that little rant there. Sorry, guys.
Well, we were talking Hall of Fame, and then it just reminded me that I saw it because I don't really follow it that much. But then I remember just, on the timeline seeing a tweet that, Clemens and Bonds only had one more year left. And I'm like, this is ridiculous. Like, you got Ty Cobb in there, but you're not going to put Roger Clemens in there. Like,
all the
when
pitchers,
the whole league
dude,
was doing it. Like, it's just stupid.
I mean, Phil Niekro wrote a book talking about how he cheated.
Yeah. All the 60s were on greenies and amphetamines or whatever those are. I mean, I've never even seen one in real life. Have you ever seen a greenie, Twatty?
I don't know what the fuck that is.
Well, it's the amphetamines they used to take in the 60s, but I don't know. Like,
dude, did you watch that thing I put in the private chat? In our chat? No, the other day about Garrett Cole.
Oh, yeah.
Clearly cheated and got caught, and no one's even talking about it.
Yeah, that's that Yankee privilege.
Don't say that around Joey, spread.
That's why I'm getting it all out tonight. Well, he's in the airport right now. He can't hear me.
It's like it's playing in his ears. He's like, oh, hell no.
Yeah. He's going to come on.
The Blue Jays may have the best lineup in baseball. I never thought I would say that. It may be better than the Yankees.
Really?
With Springer?
With Springer. But they also got Here, I'm going to pull it up. Their lineup is sick. Vladdy. Oh, Marcus Simeon. They picked up too from the A's. Huge.
Oh, did you see like the joke of an offer we made him? I only root for joke franchises. It's so disgusting.
Marcus Simeon, he was an MVP candidate like 2 or 3 years ago.
Yes, I mean the A's are just. I honestly, of the three franchises I follow, I don't know who's the biggest joke. The Kings, who picked Bagley over Luka. The Raiders, who gave John Gruden a 10-year contract and he can't even outperform Jack Del Rio. Or the A's, who might be just the cheapest franchise in all of big league sports.
Yeah, I mean, they bring back Teoscar Hernandez, which was one of their 1 or 2 best hitters. Randall Gritchett, George Springer, Gurriel, who mashes, Bo Bichette, Gavin Biggio, Marcus Simeon, and Vladdy. That is unbelievable. And they bring in, I thought Kirby, well, they brought in Kirby Yates to close, but I don't know if that's better than the Yanks. That's really close.
So we're still live to get these Celtics to go on a run and the Lakers plus money.
Yeah, our worry here is the Celtics have been terrible third quarters, but the way this NBA season is,
true.
nothing's going according to plan.
They're still plus 205, down 3 at the break. Anybody else you guys like live right now?
I got my eyes on it. Spurs at plus 160 is the one that I like.
Yeah, it goes.
We can go ahead and put that at the bottom.
To beat Memphis?
Yeah.
Yeah, Kevin Brady Anderson's got to be the biggest story, huh? 55 he hit 1 year.
That was when I was in high school. I remember all the girls liked him. I remember like the girls I hang out with, they all thought he was so hot.
What's up, David? Appreciate that.
Spread, what do you think about the under in the Miami game? They're hanging 220.5. There's a minute and 30 left in the third quarter. They have 157 points.
I have that game on right now. It's 157 right now. And what's the total?
220.5. You're expecting a hell of a fourth quarter.
I think that's right because we still have a minute 29 left. So this is probably going to finish at like 165. I just got the Spurs. Actually, they gave me plus 188 on Bookmaker. I just took that.
7-point game in Chicago.
Yeah.
Bucks finally took the
Wow. Ghost, that's a good stat there. Do you see that spread? Brady Anderson's 57. Jesus. I would have never, I guess I would have, if I thought about it, got it. But wow. Gonzaga putting up another 100 again. Machine.
It's like an NBA team out there.
Yeah. And what I love about Gonzaga betting their totals is they bring in their second team, but they don't switch their style of play, which is smart. Then you can put them in a game at any time and feel comfortable. These other teams bring in their second team, where they got to run the clock, and fuck that.
I would say this is going to be another year like when Villanova was really good, and literally nobody touched them in the tournament. They won every game by like 20.
That team was so good, dude.
I thought that Gonzaga could be that this year, but having Baylor in there, it's like, I don't know.
Who was on that Villanova team that's in the league now?
DiVincenzo.
Yeah, that's it.
Well, no, I think we're talking about Mikal Bridges and Jalen Brunson, aren't we?
Not the buzzer beater team. I'm talking the one that destroyed teams in the tournament.
Definitely Jalen Brunson and Mikal Bridges were on that team.
I think DiVincenzo was like a bench player, and he came in that championship game and hung like 25.
And you know who else was on that team? Spellman. He was a baller.
Omari Spellman that's on the on the Warriors now.
Yeah.
No, he's
and he struggles to get minutes.
Yeah, Josh Hart too, right? Yeah, that's a good one, Kenny. Josh Hart. That was a good team.
Josh Hart was on that team?
I think Josh Hart was on the first team that hit the buzzer beater.
Oh, okay.
The buzzer beater was against North Carolina,
He's been in the league for a while. Yeah.
Yeah, I remember I had North Carolina that game, and I wasn't even mad. You know, sometimes when you're mad when you lose. I was like, that was such a great game. I'm not even mad that I lost that bet. David Stewart's got an interesting question. Can someone explain how Super Bowl favorite is always considered square money? The team with better QB should never be fished.
This is a good fucking roster when you think back. Now some of these guys didn't make it. They had Gillespie, was a freshman. They had Jalen Brunson, and they had Pascal, who's
Eric
Pascal.
actually playing really well for the Warriors. He's actually outplaying Wiseman right now. Obviously, Wiseman has way more potential, but
Phil Booth, who was like really good, and then they had DiVincenzo. He was a sophomore. Spellman. They had Roundtree was there. He's still there.
That team was loaded.
Jermaine Samuels, Mikal Bridges. Yeah, that was a good fucking. They just blew everybody out.
They had 3-point shooters and they could defend. That's like worst case scenario in college, as you're getting your lights shot out on one end and they're holding you on the other end.
Yeah, that was a good team. Yeah, I agree with that, Kevin. 100%.
Steven Adams is out for the Pelicans for the rest of the game.
what's that score? You know, we kind of talked about that game early, and I got so much. Oh, yeah, we can't get in on that game. Looking back, that 6.5 would have been a gift, huh?
Yep.
That's what we get, though, from the other night, though. When we gave it out way too early, you know.
And the Bulls take the lead.
Yeah, then you overextend. All right, that team total's looking good, huh?
Yep, they're at 103 with 8 minutes to go.
103, and what did we get? 111. Let's go.
Yep.
Love it. Start out 2-0.
We lost that Milwaukee first half play.
Oh, we did? Okay. I didn't see that.
How do the sheet plays look?
I got over in that Bulls game. What's the live total? Live total is 243. I gave out 232.5, so looking good, but you never count your chickens before you hatch. I gave out the Heat minus 4.5. They're minus 9 live right now, so looking good. But I don't want to count them. And then I gave out the Spurs at minus 3.5. They're plus 5, plus 184 right now. So looking at 2-1. But like I said, I really like the Spurs to come back. These teams that have had the long layoffs, they usually come out pretty good. And then where you really see the lack of playing time and the lack of game shape is in the second half. So I'm kind of anticipating that. So I'm not really as worried about that position as I normally would be, being down there. And then, Tyler, what was your sheet plays today?
I didn't have any.
Oh, because what were you going to put on there? AD, and then you took it off, right? And it would have hit?
Well, they'd have to win this game, and he'd have to score 30, but he's at 20.
Okay.
2-point game.
Did you have a sheet play today? I was out hiking today, so I didn't see the sheet.
No.
It was the first day it didn't rain here all week, so I figured I'd get out there and enjoy it. Everything was fresh and fun and nice. Like there was actually water in the creeks again and stuff.
Which is good because I would have had Utah Valley, and they're probably going to lose. Yep, they're going to lose. So it's good I didn't give out a play. Although I may have given out Gonzaga, to be honest.
On the sheet?
Yeah.
Well,
I mean, I did, but that would have been one of my looks. Definitely.
Yeah. Tyler, do you want to take a quick look at tomorrow? Because there'll be a couple games that tip before we go on. The two games that will tip before we go on is your Knicks hosting the Clippers.
Do you see a number yet for it?
+8 for the Knicks.
I mean, do the Clippers play Monday? Let me look. No. So, I mean, it shouldn't be a back-to-back spot. They shouldn't overlook it, but Sundays are also weird, like Fridays. I'd probably take the dog in that spot. What do you think?
I'm adding a sheet play for that game right now. The next one is the Jazz and the Nuggets. That will be on at 12:30 my time, 3:30 your time. I don't think I have a number for that one yet, though. No number for that. What do you think they'll line it at? I think it'll be like Jazz -2. What do you think? Do you think they give the Nuggets respect, or do you think they just go off? Jazz are the hottest team in the NBA right now.
What do we got? Oh, Donovan Mitchell and Favors are both listed questionable for tomorrow. So.
Oh, that's why we don't have a number.
Yeah.
The Jazz kicked butt without him against the Mavericks the last two games, though. I mean, they didn't squeak by. I mean, those were dominant performances.
Yeah, I think if he comes back, though, I think they just keep chugging along. That team's just rolling right now.
Yeah, I mean, what would you play the Jazz up to, like -2, -3?
Yeah, I'd say maybe even 4. I'd lay 4 at the most.
I don't like laying 4. I think I'd only lay 3. Yeah, and then the games will be on for Magic Raptors. Interested to see what they put that line at. Nets Wizards over. They'll probably put it at 241.
That's over Central.
And they're going to put it like, it might be one of the highest totals of the year. Sixers Pacers. Pacers only getting +2 at home. What do you think of that? Embiid usually crushes Miles Turner.
Yeah, that's my worry there. Might be a road favorite.
I've been loving the Pacers, but I think I like the Sixers in that spot.
Yeah, if you have everybody playing, give me the Sixers there.
Yeah. And then the 8 o'clock game or 5 o'clock for me is Cavs and Timberwolves. I've been liking the Cavs a lot lately, but boy, did they lay an egg for me
yesterday.
That last night? Yeah, I mean, that was absolutely terrible. What they have 30? That was what I messaged you about. I said, what's going on at the NBA on Friday? Pelicans are -15 live, and the Cavs have 33 points in the first half.
Have the Cavs been playing good basketball or something?
Yeah,
I
they're
saw
about a 500 team right now.
Because I saw, didn't they beat
Brooklyn?
who'd they beat twice? They beat Brooklyn. Yeah, that's right.
There we go, Dan. Get me to the
Such a lovable team, Brooklyn Nets.
They got your favorite player. What do you mean?
They have I think my 3 least favorite players all on one team.
Nah, you're missing somebody, and he's in Phoenix.
Booker, Ayton?
Nope.
Ooh.
Getting close, though. CP3.
Bridges? Oh, yeah.
Did you see the tone change right there, Spread?
I know, that was worth it. I saw you throwing the bait out there just to get him to change his tone.
He's just like, yeah, I fucking hate that guy.
Well, I mean, if you're known for acting like you're going through screens and punching people in the dick, I have a problem. Well, you're going to be on my hated list. Who does that? You're an adult.
Too bad because he's really good, and obviously he's slowed down a little bit, but that stuff is kind of like detracting from how good he was when he was younger on New Orleans and on the Clippers.
So annoying. Yeah. You're an adult. Why do you have to punch another man in the balls? I mean, you know it fucking hurts. Why would you do that? Unbelievable.
Stafford just got traded to the Rams.
What? No way.
Detroit is dealing quarterback Matthew Stafford to the Rams in exchange for 2 future first-round picks, a third-round pick, and Jared Goff.
Wow.
Watch Jared Goff turn into a stud, and it's a terrible pick. Wow, how about that?
That's huge. For
Tyler breaking news. Very nice. It's a Tyler bomb.
I'll tell you what, bro. If Stafford could stay healthy, that Rams team is going to be ridiculous.
That's what I just off the top of my head, Robert. I think that I like what the Lions did there. I mean, Stafford's getting old. He played with a fucking broken back last year.
What did they get?
Two ones and Jared Goff.
2 1s, a third, and Jared Goff.
Wow, 2 1s?
To take on that contract, yeah.
So, I mean, think about that. What the fuck are the Jets going to have to give the Texans?
That just set the market right there.
I think
the Texans are licking their lips right now.
Chicago, Carolina, San Fran. Who's the other teams out there looking for trade quarterbacks? The Jets. They all just looked at their phones and went, fuck.
Yeah.
Because the price on Watson just went way up.
That's too bad. I wanted to see Stafford with
San Fran.
Yeah.
That's where they said somebody tweeted that deal was almost done yesterday, and then San Fran came out and said they're not doing it.
Wow. I just think initially, and again, not looking at the money because I don't know all the money situations, but I think the Lions did well.
The Rams got to eat that dead cap.
It's a good haul.
They're a considerably better team today, though, than they were yesterday.
They're my favorites from the NFC.
But how much worse is Detroit right now?
They're the best team in the NFC right now.
Detroit was a 4 or 5 and 11 team. How much would they're probably? I mean, aren't they just as good as they were or better?
When's the last time we saw a quarterback that was in the Super Bowl like 2 years ago get traded?
Colin Kaepernick got benched 2 years after he was in the Super Bowl, right?
Yeah, that would be the only one, right?
Yeah, he didn't get traded, but yeah, he lost his job to.
How many years did it take Flacco to get the boot?
Blaine Gabbert.
Oh, yeah, Flacco just got the boot like 2 years ago.
Yeah, but Flacco won in 2012.
Yeah. I mean, like recent. Holy shit. The writing was on the wall for Goff when they were trying to play the fucking backup.
Just shows you that no contract's untradeable. I would have said that's an untradeable contract.
They also reported that the relationship with McVay and Goff like deteriorated to where like the dude who like was involved in it and told the reporter said it was almost like having to have marriage counseling with those two.
Yeah, and what I heard was if you're showing up and you're not performing, but the effort is there, people will overlook it. But the feeling was that the effort wasn't there, and just McVay couldn't forgive that. You know, it's one thing to not perform, but when he didn't feel that he was given 100%, it was just too much.
Well, what were his stats? Now he was playing hurt, big time hurt. Didn't he have a decent game? The game they lost didn't he play pretty well or not?
Played all right against the Packers. He actually played better than I thought.
Well, and he was hurt. He wasn't even supposed to play, but the other dude went down.
Yeah, but I mean, you just look at his body of work. He can't extend plays unless McVay designs it perfect for. Like he's got the arm to get it there, but he doesn't do that well, and he doesn't extend plays at all.
Like he threw for 174, touchdown, no picks, and a 106 rating. Hurt. So I give the guy a little credit.
If anybody deserves a shot to make a run with a team, it's Matt Stafford.
Yeah, dude, I can't wait, dude. That's gonna be so fun.
I'm just glad he's somewhere where he can win. What's that best team in that division now?
By far.
I think depending on what San Fran looks like when they come back, it could be like a real close thing there.
I mean, Seattle, because I don't think Seattle's got the cap space to add defenders. So Seattle's defense is going to be terrible.
Unless San Fran does something and makes a move at quarterback, the Rams are the overwhelming favorite to win that division.
Even if the Niners got Watson, and I love Watson, you guys know how much I love Watson, I still think I like Stafford with that defense a little more. And, I mean,
I
don't know.
I would make San Fran the favorite if they got Watson.
I think San Fran would overtake the favorite in the division.
It depends on who they give
You
up. What if they
forget
have to
how
give up
good-
Bosa?
You forget how good that defense is healthy.
And they can run the ball
but
on anybody.
Of course, Buckner's gone. Bosa, I don't know. I'm assuming if they get Watson that Bosa's involved in that trade. So I guess that's where I'm downgrading them a bit. Sherman's gone.
Sherman's not that good anymore, though. Yeah, Sherman's.
Yeah, I think he provides leadership though, and he's not out of position very often. But yeah, I can understand your point on kind of downgrading Sherman. It's funny though, Jay, that you say that because the rumors are he's going to end up on your team.
Yeah, well, that makes sense. I would say I would personally make the 49ers a slight favorite over the Rams if they got Watson. And they didn't have to fleece the team.
I wonder
what if they gave up Bosa, though, to get Watson?
That's big. You can't give up Bosa. He's like the
that's the trade rumor coming out of here.
He's a top 5 player defensively in the league. I mean, you just can't give him up.
The team that pulled this deal second in the Stafford Watson deal really fucked themselves. You needed to be first out of the gate, I think. I think the Texans really fucked themselves here.
I think the Rams.
The Texans are in a great spot right now.
No, the teams that were looking at getting Watson, like Carolina, Chicago.
Oh yeah,
after seeing what they just gave up, Twatty.
Yeah, that's what I meant. I'm sorry. Yeah, no,
yeah, definitely meant the other side. Like
yeah. I mean, they're gonna have to give up so much. I mean, if he gets 2 1s and a starting quarterback, you're gonna have to give up at least 3 1s.
The Texans will own a piece of the Jets by the end of that fucking trade. They'll be like a 10% minority stake owner in the New York Jets.
Yep.
I mean, it's going to be absurd.
Did you see the anonymous GM report that said there's usually never big quarterback moves, but he's like this year you're going to see 10 to 12 new quarterbacks in New Jerseys next year?
Well, I mean, yeah. I mean, obviously.
Put it on the board spread.
Yeah, our team total hit.
Nice spread.
And then I'm hoping that we'll be cashing this over here pretty soon.
2-1.
We're at 228 with 1:39, and we need 4.5 points now.
Close game though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so they're gonna foul once this gets really close.
Yeah, hopefully. Let's get a Dame shot here. I've seen too much crazy stuff in the NBA.
Lakers are down to minus
turns it
40.
over. Come on.
Oh, the new Lions GM spent 18 years with the Rams. There's the reason for the turnaround on the trade so quickly. He turned around and looked at his old guys and said, "Here, you want me to do you a favor?"
Bro, Jared Goff must want to throw up.
All right, we're at 2:30. I need 3 more points here. Let's go.
How much time?
1 minute. I feel pretty good, but I mean, I've had some bad beats this year. So you know how I get. You get scared, right? You start taking these beats.
Yeah, well, I'm the king of it. Yeah. What? Yeah, is it? Are we in a fouling position at the end?
By 4, most likely. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Yep.
Kenny said the Texans don't want to send Watson to the AFC, but I mean, the Jets, putting him on the Jets is like the equivalent of putting him on an NFC team.
Except he wants to be in New York. The one thing about being in New York, right? I mean,
he turned you guys around. He makes so much money off the field.
Yeah, there's no better place to be a star, right?
Kenny, the other teams that in the NFC that would look at him are Carolina and Chicago. Chicago is making a heavy push for him.
The starting quarterback that takes the New York Jets to a Super Bowl championship will be an immortal.
Yeah.
Whoever that guy ends up being.
Yeah, that's why. I mean, I think that it's a pretty good opportunity for him.
I think Carolina low-key would be a bad spot. Carolina low-key has good skilled players.
I think Joey's team could pick up the phone and put a nice package together for Watson. Daniel Jones, Saquon, and picks. Give us Watson.
Lakers plus 130. Lakers are plus 130.
I wouldn't give 2 1s and Saquon for Watson personally.
Hey, Tyler, isn't that this whole NBA year? Like, just whatever you expect or whatever the statistics tell you, right? What did we say beforehand? We're worried about the Celtics' third quarter. When did the Celtics turn on the gas? The third quarter. I mean, it's just unbelievable how this is working out.
Settle down, David. Settle down.
David coming
Give
in
me
with the
that,
high
Dave.
8.
Yes.
You got it?
Well, we're at 232 right now.
It's always a sweat.
Here comes the ARB spot in the Lakers game.
Yeah, that's fantastic, huh?
Yeah, plus 165,
You want to hear something wild?
plus 170. I want $2.
I put it
Rams-
on the board for my first sheet play there.
Attaboy.
on board.
Chicago
Attaboy.
went over.
Let's get it home.
Good job, boys. What, 3-1 tonight so far?
For the live show or for are we
Oh,
adding
well,
both?
either. Either way,
I
good
want
start.
plus 2. I want plus 200 on the Lakers, and that'll lock up a unit profit.
Yeah, I love that. Let's get that home, Jay.
You guys want to hear a wild stat?
Yeah.
The Rams had a first-round pick in 2016, and they will not have one again until 2024.
Yeah, they're on some Brooklyn Nets stuff, right?
Because they lost the picks in the Ramsey trade, and they just traded away the next 2 to Detroit.
Wait, they're going to go 8 years without a number 1 pick?
Yeah.
Wow.
Didn't they trade up to get Goff too?
They traded
Yeah,
to
Corey-
get Goff.
Corey, you know I'm gonna call
lost
you out.
first-round picks on Goff. You traded for Jalen Ramsey. You lost first-round picks there, and now you just traded for
Did they
Stafford.
grab someone else from Jacksonville?
All right, plus 210. Lock it in on the Lakers.
There you
All
go.
right, let's
That's
get it
profit
right
on
now.
this game.
Excellent.
That's a over a unit profit.
Corey, can we have a conversation? Of course, Tatum's a good player. Okay, I just don't think he's as good as everyone makes him out to be.
I don't like the fact that he settles for jump shots when he could beat most of these guys off the dribble.
Put it on the board.
Let's hear it. You heard it. I mean, obviously, he's a good player. I don't like people make him out as a top 5, top 10 player, and I don't think that. But I never said he's not good at basketball. I mean, come on.
Any quarterbacks in the draft that could put the 49ers above the Rams right now, other than Trevor Lawrence?
No. Not right away.
Why did he get so big, Corey? That's the other thing. Do you think that helps him or not? Yeah, that's right. I think he's overrated. Would I rather have him than not have him? I'd rather have him. But do you think Jaylen Brown's as good as him now? Yeah, I think it's getting real close.
It's close, but I still think he's not there yet.
I mean, I'm wondering. I'm gonna look up the stats. Not the stats that matter, but I think this year they're probably. I'm gonna say Jaylen Brown may have some better stats overall.
I think he does. He played a lot more games than him. Tatum was out with that COVID protocol shit.
Yeah, Jaylen Brown was playing those high usage minutes when a lot of the players were out.
No, definitely not, Corey. Yeah, I mean.
All right, what do we think about this Mavericks Suns game? Nodded at the break.
I haven't had eyes on it at all. What's the score?
55 up. Could we arb that game too, you think?
Yeah, those two are like fucking twins.
Keep an eye on it.
They're both about 33 minutes. They both are about. I mean, Jaylen Brown scores a point more a game. Rebounding, Tatum gets about 2 rebounds, 1 more rebound. Steals are the same. Assists are the same. They're like freaking twins out there. Those two.
Is there anything better than fucking plus $2 on both sides of the game?
That's the way we did that all last year.
I know.
The live show in NBA last year killed it with all those arbs.
I can't see why we can't do that in the Phoenix game too. Right now, Phoenix is only plus 105 though, tied. Robert says Suns are winning by 2. My books are showing me 55 all.
It's amazing the Suns. They went from an up and down team to a slow down team in like 1 year. Booker's really feeling that. His stats are down.
The Spurs are only down 10.
Yeah, I thought, and this is another one where we got wrong. I thought that the third quarter was where we'd see Memphis start to melt away. So they're actually the first team that's dealt with a week or longer layoff this well.
Corey, I bought one pack and it was $9 and I got shit. But from the people that I know that are kind of in the know, like not sound like, but they say it's a thing. It's a thing and you'll make money doing it. I don't know really personally, but the people who are important say that it is a thing.
Who do you guys think wins the Pistons Warriors game?
I like the Warriors, but I don't love getting involved in their games. They're so hit or miss. The Blazers snuck it out. Unbelievable.
Yeah, Corey. It's to be perfectly honest, it's more than I want to spend. It's just out of my more than I want to spend. Yeah.
What, those Top Shot things?
Yeah.
I don't even know how that works, really.
Yeah, that's the other thing. If I knew the ins and outs, and I mean, the key to everything, and they tell you, is the production. So if you get something that's low production number, that's where you're going to make your money. But
Spread, was that you that told me like that you might have heard like this is like a group of guys that just have a bunch of money and are just like moving money around with these things?
They're moving it around, and the idea is they want an investor to come in and buy it for like MySpace money.
Oh, that's interesting. Yeah.
Like they just want to build up its value, and they're moving their own money around on it. So people feel like, oh, this LeBron highlight's worth $70K. It's like, I sell it to you, and you sell it. You buy another one off of me. But
that's interesting.
That's just a theory. I don't have any like concrete, but
I don't understand buying a moment for $50,000 when you can go on YouTube and watch it. I mean,
yeah, that's the thing here is like it's not like we can't just go watch it.
Right, that's the thing that it's like, how is there value in this?
Like, what are they going to do? Just shut off YouTube and just take all the highlights away from every sporting event ever?
The fact that I own the rundown block in the finals from LeBron, wow. I mean, do I really own it? Like, I mean, I guess I own it, but you can go fucking watch it if you want. So, wow.
Well, that was Horton Tucker that took that three. I thought that was Avery Bradley. He had no hesitation. You just caught it and let it fly.
Yeah, when Tucker gets in there, he doesn't fuck around.
LeBron just stood there with his hands up like I was wide open, asshole.
Yeah, well, if LeBron signs off on you, you're a little more confident to shoot, right?
Somebody's down.
Marcus Smart. Holding lower calf. Doesn't look good.
1 point game now. Here come the Lakers again. We just got that money, and they went right
It's
back.
just shame this team finally got the full strength, and now he goes down.
It looks like he's fucking down.
He's not. Yeah, he's not a guy that usually like lays down there on the ground. Like he's actually hurt.
Is it not it's not Achilles, is it?
It looks like he's grabbing his leg like it's an ACL.
They knocked knees midair. Like as Harold was going down, he went to go up and their knees hit each other. And that's when it looked like yeah, who knows right there.
He's holding the back of his knee, I'm seeing.
I'm sorry, I wasn't paying attention to you guys. Who did you say you thought was going to win the Warriors-Pistons game?
I think the Warriors win.
Okay.
They're just such a tough team to support, though, huh, Tyler? I mean, Kelly Oubre either looks like he was last year or he's like absolutely terrible.
Yeah.
So what's the score right now?
I should have threw more money on that ARB spot, man. Fucking dumb. I only bet it for like $250 each side.
Can't believe the Heat blew this lead for me.
They blew the lead.
They're down by 1 right now. They're up by 9 with like 4 minutes to go.
Chris, that seems like I just read that. I mean, you could probably go back and find the stats on that, but I think it's a good bet. That sounds like a good bet to me. Especially if you think there's going to be points scored, right? I mean, this isn't going to end up, 21-17. So I like that. I may partake in that with you.
You're getting a team effort out of this Mavs team tonight, spread.
Yeah.
Luka's the third highest scorer with 8 points. Tim Hardaway's got 10. Willie Cauley-Stein's got 10.
Willie Cauley. Wow. Is there enough Kentucky big men in the league? Jesus.
You could build like a Kentucky team just full of big men.
There's no doubt.
Anthony Davis, Bam Adebayo, Julius Randle, Karl Anthony Towns, Willie Cauley-Stein, Trey Lyles.
I was going to say Lyles is still in the
Trey
league.
Lyles. Enes Kanter's technically a Kentucky guy.
Oh, that's right.
Tyler, take a look at the live player props in that Dallas Suns game and the Pistons Warriors game.
Ugh. What's that, Robert? How many does he have? You're not saying he has 50.
I think he meant filthy.
Oh, because his ball is 50. That'd be amazing.
No, they're up 11. They were just up 3. He has 27, 5, and 9.
Yeah,
Pretty
Clay,
nice.
I'm going to take the L on that one. You were right. LaMelo's good.
I'm still not sold. I'll never be sold on that guy.
I would have loved to have seen him in New York. I know, Tyler, you hate that, but I think he's got that New York style. I think that would have been a good fit. Instead, they're playing with 4 point guards on the same roster. What are they doing?
Gordon Hayward and Miles Bridges running center.
Got Rozier and Devontae Graham still there. Like, what's going on?
They had a lot of these numbers locked, Jay.
Do they?
Yeah.
Or we're not going to see his Achilles pop, are we?
Who,
Did they
Marcus
show us?
Smart?
Yeah.
They showed something in slow motion.
I know. I just saw that.
Something was in there moving around.
Oh, that was gross when they showed like KD's. Was it KD or Kobe's. One of them, they like slowed it down, and you could like see it pop.
You watch KD's like snap up his leg and his calf muscle like shake.
It's the most amazing thing though when people get their Achilles snapped, like Richard Sherman snapped his Achilles last year, 2 years ago, and was stayed on the sideline and walked around. And KD was like, just he kind of slid off the side and just like wasn't even yelling or like I don't know. Maybe it just hurts for a second and it goes away.
I mean, Kobe tore his and then shot some free throws and then he walked off.
Did he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He
so
like,
wonder what it is with the Achilles.
The best part about it, Twatty, when he landed on the ground, I think he fell, grabbed his ankle, jumped back up, and ran around for like 2 seconds, like in pain, and then walked down and shot the free throws.
So yeah, it must not. That's strange that you could snap your Achilles and be fucking not throwing up from the pain. Looks very painful.
Nothing was worse than watching Gordon Hayward's leg snap on opening night a couple years ago.
I refuse to watch it. I haven't seen it yet to this day.
That was fucking brutal, bro.
It was one of them ones where like I looked away from the TV for a split second and you heard that noise and it was like, I'm not supposed to hear that in a basketball game. And then they look back up and they're showing him sitting there and his legs crooked.
Yeah, I didn't watch any of them. Like I haven't watched the Paul George one, and I didn't watch like any of the football ones, like the Dak one. I won't even watch those. The Alex Smith one, I just turn away. Fuck it.
Kevin Ware was still one of the worst ones. The legal player. His leg was made of paper mache.
Horton getting some PT in like crunch time.
Yeah, this is good playing time for him.
Get a rebound, San Antonio.
Jeff Teague, God, he's got to be old Corey, right?
Probably 32, 33, somewhere in there.
Yeah, his best season was probably what, with 2014, 2015 Hawks?
What, when their whole starting lineup made the goddamn All-Star team?
Yeah, they were pretty good.
Millsap, Teague.
There was one guy that didn't make it.
Yeah, no, they're shooter like Kyle. Like the thing was to get Kyle Korver, right?
Oh, I think Paul Johnson was on that squad, wasn't he?
No, the starting lineup was Teague, Korver, DeMarre Carroll, Paul Millsap, Horford.
Oh yeah,
and one of them they were trying to campaign to get in. I thought
DeMarre Carroll was the only one that didn't get in. All the other four got in.
Korver got in, huh?
Yeah, he shot.
He shot like 42% from three before that was normal.
Yeah, he was like running around the screens just chucking them every time they went in.
What a career he's had. Made a lot of money for being 6th, 7th man.
San Antonio.
No, so you're not. That game's spread.
I got 6 minutes, 52 seconds left. They're down by 6. Rudy gave it the turnover. Yeah.
Luka must have heard Twatty's bad 3-point take.
It's not a take, it's just stats. But
he's coming tonight.
What was I gonna say? It's San Antonio. They're a really deep team, aren't they?
Yeah, they got a lot of young guys. Like you look at their roster, it's like, oh, this team will run and gun if they have to.
Yeah, that's what I thought. But is it translating to wins or not?
I mean, they have a decent record. I don't think are they above 500 spread? Yeah, they're 11-8.
Who?
The Spurs.
I'm sorry, I was checking. Yeah, Spurs have been doing great.
Yeah, I mean, you look at their starting lineup. I mean, LaMarcus Aldridge is probably your outlier there. DeMar DeRozan's your vet. Keldon Johnson's a young guy. Lonnie Walker, young guy.
Keldon Johnson's been doing fantastic.
Did you see the takes where people were saying he's better than Zion? I was seeing that all over Twitter. Yeah.
Statistically, he is, right?
Yeah, that's another
game because they'll do player A, player B, and Keldon Johnson had better numbers.
That's another DL card to get. Tyler, Keldon Johnson. They're getting ready to explode.
It's another Kentucky guy. Oh, Dame hit the game winner on Chicago. I'm watching it now. Off a jump ball, he grabbed the ball and hit a step back three. Yep, and he had 44 points tonight.
Oh, I love it. I got a shit ton of Dame. All of his good stuff, too.
They're calling Marcus Smart's injury at calf. And down goes Anthony Davis.
What, Corey Keldon's? That's good because
He got a nut
his
shot.
prisms are up into the 30s, maybe.
Oh, yeah, Davis took a nut shot.
He'll be all right.
He might be, like, questionable for the next 36 games because of it. Questionable groin injury. Nine-point lead for the Warriors already.
Who's got the ball right now for in the Celtics game?
Celtics do, I believe. It's a commercial right now.
I'm on Sling. I'm like 10 minutes behind you guys.
Bodies at halftime.
Yeah, that's not the good one, but that's fuck yeah, Corey. That's still for $1. Fuck yeah.
Pistons are plus 300 already.
Seems right. Wouldn't you say that they have the worst roster in the league, Tyler?
Yeah, I mean, let me read off the starting lineup. DeLon Wright, Wayne Ellington,
Who's actually
Really?
not bad.
Jeremiah Grant,
Who's good?
Blake Griffin,
Who's washed?
Mason Plumlee.
Who should be a backup?
Dude, that's terrible.
Coming off the bench, Josh Jackson out of Kansas, bust.
Yeah.
Isaiah Stewart, I think I've seen one good game out of him. I don't even know who he is, really. Derrick Rose, old past his
He's the
prime,
Jamal
probably.
Crawford phase of his
Yeah.
career.
And then that Sekou, the rookie from a couple years ago. I don't know how to say his last name.
Yeah, he's got potential, but you're right. That roster's
Is he
terrible.
on their team?
Who? Oh, Steady Bay?
No, Sadiq Bey, but isn't there a guy named Svi? I can't pronounce his name.
Oh, Mikhailov.
Mikhailo from Kansas.
He's there. He gets no run. Rodney McGruder's there. He gets no run. And your favorite center spread, Jahlil Okafor, is there.
Oh,
Dude, that team is terrible.
That team fucking sucks.
And didn't they have Christian Wood last year?
Yeah.
yeah, but they gave him up to get Jeremiah Grant. That move wasn't really that bad.
Wow.
That's a bad team right there.
That's a bad fucking team.
Even when you add back their rookie from this year that's out right now, Killian Hayes, that's still a bad
Who's
team.
not good.
Yeah.
The worst team.
That's a mispick there too. I mean, that's a bad draft pick.
They will never land a free agent, so they're screwed in that department. They literally have to
Jeremiah
draft
Grant?
off a trade, though, didn't they?
No, they signed him.
Oh, I thought it was like a sign and trade thing we had to do with Wood.
The worst team I had ever
It
seen
might have
assembled
been.
was last year's Golden State team. When
Oh,
Draymond,
Steph.
when Draymond was hurt and Clay was hurt, no
Yeah.
KD, no Steph. They had
Yeah.
Damian Lee, and Eric Pascal were their best players, right?
Yeah.
D'Angelo Russell till he
But
got
he-
traded from Wiggins.
Kevin
Yeah, there
Looney.
was a time when he wasn't on the team.
Yeah.
Like he was hurt or something, right?
I don't know.
That was the worst team I had ever seen.
This Pistons team is going to be close to it, though. Some of them Philly teams, when the tank was going on, was bad, too.
When they had Covington and no one.
I seen on Twitter they put up a video of, like, Lob City Clippers era. Dude, them guys
No,
used to fly around. Like, Blake Griffin was able to get up so far.
DeAndre Jordan did some nasty things to people.
That team was legit one player away every year, and they just couldn't fill that wing spot.
Chris Paul would to the paint and just throw the ball up near the rim. Someone was dunking it.
Remember when he embarrassed Pau Gasol like 3 times in one game?
Blake?
Yeah. He like put back dunked over
Isn't-
top of him, knocked him down. Then he
his
did like
nuts
a spin
stayed in
reverse
it.
dunk on him.
His nuts stayed in Paul Gasol's mouth.
Then he caught him off a pick and roll standing under the hoop and just knocked his ass over.
He was in every poster Blake Griffin ever had.
Him and Mozgov.
So, wonder who's going to be in the dunk competition this year. Now Aaron Gordon gave up on it. What's that?
Jones will defend his title.
No, I don't think they're having an All-Star game.
I think they talked about it last week. They were saying they want to do it.
Like,
I
really?
think that idea is going to
That
get
was-
shut down.
Really? Fuck. That'd suck.
I mean, they're already having so many problems with COVID. I can't see them.
Yeah, I guess you can't. How do you have an all-star game with no fans? I guess.
How can you come up short on a fucking 1.5-foot layup when you're standing under the hoop? Twatty, watch your shot. Montrezl Harrell's about to miss off this offensive rebound.
I'm way behind, but I'll get there.
You'll see AD make a guy fall, and then just watch Harrell just miss this bunny of a layup.
Thanks, Jonathan. Fuck.
Did you see it?
Yeah. What was more amazing, what AD to Daniel Tice.
I think he stepped on his foot.
Just fell into the crowd.
KD crossed somebody really good like 2 nights ago. He dropped the one a step back.
You think Phoenix can crawl back into this game? They're down 7.
Down 7.
Plus 250.
Dallas has always had trouble closing games out.
I don't trust either of those teams right now. That's
the only problem. Is like both these teams just Dallas shouldn't be able to close, but would it surprise me if Phoenix just shuts off for the rest of the game? Probably not.
I'll tell you what, spread that San Antonio play down 5 right now, plus 350.
I know we should have waited.
Why can't they win that game right now?
Well, I still think they can. I got that plus 180 we gave out in my pocket. I got plus 327.
I almost
go ahead and double.
I almost want to take a small shot, even for a half unit.
Yep.
See if there's any college basketball tomorrow of note. Michigan State, Ohio State. What has happened to Michigan State?
Yeah, that team just like imploded.
And they have talent. They have 3 or 4 decent, good players. Like, I mean, Izzo's a great coach. I don't know what the hell their problem is.
Celtics are plus 600 right now, down 6.
God, Syracuse is fade material.
I might double dip, try to arb this game again. Plus 430. It's a 4 point.
My worry is though is without Smart out there.
I like the over in the Syracuse tomorrow, over 148. Can't guard anybody.
I mean, I'll pick up like 400 either way. So
I just stick with the arb you already got done.
Yeah.
I know we all want all the money on one night, Jay, but sometimes you just got to take it.
Bro, I'll take the 400 the way this month's been.
Because you would hate to dip back in and cut into those profits and not be able to get back on.
It's Kevin. Yeah, Syracuse went, for being known as one of the best defensive teams in the country, but being really bad at defense.
Are they still running the zone?
They do, but they don't run it as much as they used to, and it's not effective because they're not real long at the. See, their zone, they were long at the guard position, made it tough to get the interior passing and stuff, and they just don't have that. Furthermore, I don't even think they care about defense.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what Boeheim's doing this year. They look lost.
Kemba Walker, 2 points, 1 for 10 from the field.
Yeah, Kevin, that makes sense. I mean, I've never liked Boeheim. I mean, I think he's, and you correct me if I'm wrong, you're from there, you liked it. He seems like he's always been like very condescending to me, like with the media and stuff. And then, I don't really know what happened last year with when they killed that pedestrian. I'm not saying that, he was drunk or not, but I would like to know the full story there if you have any insight on that. I know that he was out for dinner, and I don't know. I'm not saying that there was anything suspicious, but I would like to know that whole story.
600 grand on a PSA 10 Jordan, like he says.
$600K.
Did you see on that collectibles thing you sent me, like the app? They're opening a PSA 10 Jordan on Friday.
Yeah, hold on one second. Yeah, Kenny, that was when I really, and it wasn't his fault, but when I got sick to my stomach, because after he killed the guy, it may have been an accident, they gave him a standing ovation. I mean, let's just not even, you don't have to give him a standing, I mean, we just let it go. You don't have to give the guy a standing ovation. It's like, what the fuck? He just killed a guy 3 nights ago.
Wait, what?
You didn't know Boeheim killed somebody, Jay?
No.
Yeah, he was leaving dinner, and I guess it was like a poorly lit zone. And then Kevin's saying that it was a construction zone or something.
The Syracuse coach?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, this is like 2 or 3 years ago. And yeah, I guess he got off. I mean, because there wasn't proof. But
LeBron tried to move on taking that charge and like shoulder Brown to miss that free throw, and now he's pissed off. He's getting a call on him.
yeah, I don't know, Kevin. I was just wanted to get your opinion on that. If you thought it would like the investigation was all on the up and up and stuff.
What was the pregame close on this Pistons game?
5.5.
600K for a Jordan. A 10. I haven't really seen many 10s out there. That'll be easily be $1 million card. There's no reason that won't take over that fucking Trout that Vegas Dave had. Although that's already been beaten, I think, by the Wayne Gretzky, I think.
And that was beaten by the Mickey Mantle. Mantle holds the record right now at like $5.1 million.
Jordan's going to be $1 million.
Detroit and Golden State both suck, right? They're both not good.
I'd say Golden State's
hit or miss.
I mean, would you be surprised if they made the playoffs? I wouldn't, right? I mean, they're right around that.
Yeah, like they could have a nice run in them and just sneak the playoff spot. The West isn't also as deep as what I thought it would be.
I'm tempted to just throw 100 on Detroit at 4-1. I mean, there's so much game left. Not like they can't go on a run.
Isn't Detroit coming off a huge win though?
They just beat the Lakers 2 nights ago.
Down spot. Yeah, it seems like such a lit down spot.
Who just missed Jaylen Brown just missed 2 free throws. That's not much.
Who scores for this Detroit team? Jeremiah
Grant, Ellington, Rose. Part of your 3 main guys.
Can't make a shot.
He's got 3 points, and his line is 18.5. If he's the only scorer, how does he not get over that? Yeah.
He's only
yes, Corey. Yes.
What, T?
He's only taken 2 shots. That's my only worry. It's second quarter, 8 minutes to go, and he's not even shooting.
Then you can pay full retail, Corey, for those because they'll go up.
Draymond needs 5 points in 3 quarters.
Don't fall for it.
Draymond.
He had like 2 points in the win over the Lakers, right?
Yeah, so it's one of them things, Jay. That's a bait number. Like his number probably closed at 5.5, and he has 4 points right now. So what is it, like 8.5, 9.5?
Uh-huh.
I think he's hit double-digit points once this year.
What about rebounds?
Here, let me pull up his game logs. Give me 1 second.
He needs 4 rebounds to get over his number.
Oh, Binghamton. Yeah, I know where that is.
Yeah, Draymond's averaging 5 points on the season.
That's amazing. That's amazing. Not that he was ever a good scorer, but I mean, if you're he is a starter, right? I mean, say if you're a starter, you should be averaging 5 points.
He scored 10 points twice.
What about rebounds?
Rebounds, he's had. It's like a steady 4, 3, 5, 6. The most he's had is 9. He's got 9 and 8, and those are his 2 highest numbers.
Those are good ones too, Corey.
His last 5 games: 4, 6, 6, 4, 0. He's getting more assists than anything. He had 6 assists last game, 8 assists the game before that, 4 before that, 6 before that, 8, 6, 9, 7, 10.
He's got 2, and his number's 6.5 live.
I don't mind it, but this is looking like it's going to be a blowout, so he might sit.
The number 1 card I would buy right now, and I have confidence that you'll 10x it, is the Deshaun Watson Optic rookie.
The rated rookie?
Yep. The Optic, not the Don Ross. And you can get it cheap. I mean, you get it for under a couple $100, I think.
3-point game in this Celtics game.
It'll be $1,000. I mean, the Mahomes right now is what, 2,000? So it'll get to 1,000.
What's that card going to be worth when he leads the Jets to a Super Bowl?
It'll be what the Mahomes is too, anyway. Oh yeah, Jonathan, you sit on that fucker. Yep.
I would love to see the Celtics tie this game.
They're saying Marcus Smart has a left calf strain, so not as bad as we thought.
1-point game, 32 seconds left. We should have took the shot at 7-1.
If you can afford it, yeah, the PSA 10s I think are only $200 or $300. No, maybe they're more. No, they're here. I'm going to look right now. I would the money right now, really, Corey, is in the 9s.
5-point game in Phoenix going into the 4th.
Because what happens is the cards get too expensive and then people can't afford it, so they go from the 10s to the 9.
Yeah, that's what I was listening to Gary Vee say, Twatty. He's like everyone's scared of a PSA 9 or a PSA 8 right now. He's like, but once all the 10s are gone, he's like, where are they going? 9s and 8s.
You can buy them right now for $150 PSA 9s. Steal. I think I have like 3 of them.
I wonder what like a LeBron PSA 9 rookie goes for.
Yeah, 10s I'm way off. They're like $500-$600. What's that, Tyler?
So I wonder where like a LeBron PSA 9 rookie goes for.
PSA 9, the tops.
Yeah, is that the one where he's in the suit holding the jersey?
Yeah, there's 2 tops, I think, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, it should be a couple $1,000, I think, in the 9. Yeah, 1,700.
Steal. Oh my God.
Which one, what year, Corey?
Wow, you're way ahead of me on that ABC game.
Yeah,
oh my God.
You're way ahead of me too.
But to be fair, I'm watching on cable, not my antenna.
Oh my, I've seen that shot before.
Yeah, Matt, we got that.
Wow.
That's crazy.
Look at the putback miss. That goes in. That's game.
I seen that Kemba step back though before. He went to step back. I was like, oh, here we go. Let's bring flashbacks when he drops Pitt's big man right above the key.
Shit, sorry to hear that, Chris.
They're looking at something. Well, at least it looks like the refs are. They're getting their shit and getting the hell out.
That putback miss. I can't believe he missed that. Look at this putback miss. Oh, my God.
How did he miss that? Oh, yeah, Y2J. Yeah, sorry about it. If you can get the auto, that's nice. Oh, you're talking about the contenders. But the Optic, the Optic has an auto as well.
Yeah, he had all the space in the world, too. He had Harrell on his backside. Davis didn't even jump.
Oh, Corey, that's sweet. Yeah.
We'll take that 450.
There you go.
Tell me
Dude,
why
I had
we
a
should.
plus 5.5 in tennis. The girl wins the first set 6-1. She loses the second 7-5. So all I need is like a 6-3. She's down 5-1 in the third. What an epic collapse!
Oh, my God.
That sucks. Yeah, the Sonic jersey. Yeah.
Somebody stop me from taking Phoenix right now, plus 240, down 5.
I'm not stopping you because Dallas likes to blow games.
All right.
I didn't put that game on.
I have 5 of his tops, Corey, which are, I don't know. They're the most popular, but they're not. They're only $300 or $400, I think.
I got it in, and it's a 2-point game. And it's all tied up. Let's go.
I'm a clapper.
You're watching that off the board though, right?
Yeah.
I was like, there's no way your league passes that way.
Those are the ones I have. I have like 2 or 3 of each.
Spread. If I wait for a fucking league pass, I'll know tomorrow.
I just the ABC like didn't surprise me because it was a live antenna to
They're up 3.
cable.
They're up 3.
There we go.
Now you can get the Mavs at plus 140.
One more bucket. You could order that game and get out.
Yep. Wow. Sometimes it's that easy, boys.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's great timing, great entry point.
Yeah, Corey, that
Devin
would be
Booker
another
with
one
the
to buy.
90s grunge flannel look.
There's definitely some room in those
Looks
too,
like he's
Corey.
on his way to a Pro Jam concert right now.
Do I take the 140 and just be like, fuck it? Either pick up like 120 or whatever, plus 230
What do you think, Tyler?
times 3. I'll pick up like 500 or 100.
I'd hate for him to click that button and then the Suns make one more shot and they're plus 250.
Wow, she broke it at 5-1. So
You're live. You're live.
You're live,
Yeah, she just got to hold her serve here.
but then break again, right?
No, at 6-3 because I have plus 5.5.
Oh, okay, right.
That'll be good because then it would be minus 5.
So it's 5-2.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're a favorite all of a sudden.
Yeah, I should get it now. I mean, it would be.
What would you say? What women's tennis they hold 60%, 65%?
I would say that like the higher women probably run it up, but at this level, like the players that are playing right now, yeah, probably. Like in the top 10, it's much higher.
Right.
Obviously, like this is the number 128 in the world versus the number 150 in the world, or something, So.
What about those men like Isner and those guys that just like
They
never
never
get
lose? Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I like the women more. There's just more like wild variants,
Yeah.
The man, it's like you get broken once and you're in trouble. Oh, great. My favorite player. I didn't bet on her, but she's about to lose the first set. Oh, no.
How many times do you bet somebody that drops the first set?
And comes back and wins.
Yeah.
In the women's, it happens quite often. I used to joke that like winning the first set increases your overall win percentage by like 10%. Like they come back so often.
Oh, FanDuel's got a bunch of Super Bowl props out already.
I mean, Kelsey anytime touchdown has to be like an autoplay, right?
Him or Hill, maybe even both.
Both. Can you go 0-2?
Doubt it. I'd say there's like a 15% chance.
Yeah, like
who's
going to catch all these touchdowns? Edwards-Helaire, Mecole Hardman, Demarcus Robinson. Like, though one of those two are going in the end zone.
What I'll probably do is I'll probably put like $5,000 on them to win the game, and then probably throw a couple thousand on Mahomes to be the MVP, and then a couple props for like a nickel, like Kelsey anytime touchdown, probably Hill anytime touchdown, because you don't think they're going to go. You're not. It would be hard pressed for you to go 0-2 there, and then call it a day, and then either fucking pick up a nice check on Super Bowl Sunday or just add it to the pile.
These can't be real. 6 touchdowns from either quarterback at plus 1,000? What? Has that ever been done in the history of football?
What, throw 6 touchdowns?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
not
the record.
Super Bowl,
the record's 7.
In the Super Bowl?
So plus 1,000? Shouldn't it be plus
It should be like plus 10,000.
It should be plus 50,000. I'm reading this right. Six plus touchdowns from either quarterback plus 1,000.
No, that has to be.
That's got to be the combined.
It's set from any quarterback.
Where are you looking, FanDuel?
No,
Yes.
That's not combined. No way.
Any quarterback. It says any quarterback to throw 6 plus touchdowns.
Yeah, combined it would be like way lower than 10-1. Way lower.
Yeah, that I don't know why that's up there.
Here's another one. Any quarterback to throw plus 400 yards is only plus 250.
Well, yeah, that makes sense because Mahomes could throw for that. So could Brady.
That should be plus 1,000. Did Mahomes throw for 400 this year?
Yeah.
Okay, how many, like, ones? Or, like,
hold on, let me pull it up.
It's plus 250? He can't even fucking.
Would you lay the 27.5 that he throws 28 more yards than Brady?
Yeah, I don't know, man. Actually, because if they're blowing the doors off them,
yeah,
I could see Brady ending with more yards.
I feel like we're really getting fucked here on this juice. Plus 1,000 for someone to throw 6 touchdowns in a game. What?
Yeah, Twatty, only 2 games over 400, but he had 3 in 380s and 2 in the 390s.
Yeah, so 1 in 16, that's what, 12% of the time he threw over 400.
Yep.
So you should be getting plus 800.
They need to give me my defensive player props.
That's wild.
They'll have so many props, T.
I need my Devin White over his tackles.
You'll find everything that you want for that game.
That's still not enough. Still not enough. You need more than play. Shit.
How are they gonna release tackles and they have Vita Vea, Jamal Dean, and Carlton Davis with no Devin White?
Yeah. Well, I'm sure they will.
It'll eventually be on here, but I figured that would have been like one of the first names up there.
What else is ridiculous here?
How many games do we have tomorrow night spread?
At the 7 o'clock, we got 3, and then 8 o'clock, we have 1 that tips.
All right, cool. So we got games. We got any Sunday night college basketball, Twatty?
No, I just looked at it. There wasn't really anything good tomorrow.
What games we got in the NBA for tomorrow?
Let me go over again. I know one of them was Raptors, Magic. Let me check the other ones. Pacers, Sixers, and Nets, Wizards. And then 8 o'clock tip is Cavaliers, Timberwolves.
Any ARB spots you think?
Sixers, Pacers, probably the best one.
Ant and us, we went separate ways, Dan. Good dude, and wish him the best of luck. What else do we have here?
Oh, you guys took Teague today? Yeah, we just kind of just skipped over that match on the podcast.
One of the Roonies died.
What number did you get on Teague, Ron?
Really?
Labos is kind of past it.
Patricia.
So I can see why she would take that.
One of the Roonies died?
Yeah, Patricia Rooney.
Oh, so is that Dan's? I don't know, maybe Dan's wife. I don't know.
Yeah, I think it might have been. She said she was 88.
Both to score touchdowns opening drive plus 600.
That's not bad.
My worries, Tampa. A lot of Tampa Bay players never played in a game like this before. You're probably gonna have jitters. Brady's gonna be the only guy who walks out on that field calm, cool, and collective on that team.
Yeah, I think he'll calm them down though.
His receivers didn't even know they had a ceremony after they won the NFC Championship game. Like Mike Evans was on his way to the locker room.
At 6-1, that's not terrible.
Here's one. The Chiefs to score on their first play, 65-1.
I mean, after what Tyreek Hill did to them in that first game, Andy Reid would be a genius to come out and be like, you know what, just run a fucking streak down the sideline and just throw it and see what happens.
Was that the game he had like 200 in the first half?
Yeah, that's that game.
Yeah.
Yeah, he destroyed that team. Kelsey's just going to have a field day, man.
I think this is an easy one, and I'll lay the juice here. Team to score the longest touchdown. KC is minus 135. Tampa's plus 105. I'll lay the juice with 135 because you got Hardman on this team too, and you'll probably have Sammy Watkins, no? And you got so you got. I mean, you got Godwin on the other side. I don't know. Maybe you got Evans too.
You could easily see Evans or Godwin break a 50-yard touchdown.
Maybe you're right. That just jumped out to me because I think KC has the more explosive down the field offense, but maybe they don't. Fuck, I don't know. I'd probably lay the 135 there, actually.
We're getting like a fucking 1.5 feet of snow.
Dude, we're supposed to get pounded too.
Yeah, Sunday night, Monday night, winter storm.
Fuck me.
I think I got new tires put on like 3 weeks ago.
Yeah, it's good.
I'm about to watch everybody slide up and down the roads and we drive past and be like, ha, sucks to suck. Twatty, how's the caddy doing in the snow?
Caddy's good in the snow, but Caddy's about paid off, and I think we're doing the Tesla here in the next couple months.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. Going to the Millennial. Mikey, you're north. What's up?
You going to the moon?
Yeah. Yeah. I want the is it the S? And I can only really afford the 3, or it's vice versa, but I'm looking forward to it. Three. I think 3 more payments on the caddy.
Ken
What's up,
Peacock.
Ken?
What's up, Ken?
Where are you in the Northeast, Mikey? Were you Northeast PA? I lived up in Scranton, Wilkes-Barre for a while.
They get fucking flooded with snow up there because of Lake
Oh,
Erie.
there he is. 45 minutes north. Dude, you're up there. Jesus.
He's like up in the fucking.
Holy fuck. You're almost New York, right? Yeah, I don't really know any further than like Clark's Summit, Clark's Greens. I got to tell you, I didn't enjoy living there. I'll tell you that. No offense. Sure, it's nice where you are.
New Milford.
Utah won 11 in a row, huh?
Yeah, they're probably the hottest team in the NBA right now.
I think they covered all 11 too.
Can't cap it, Kenny. Can't cap it.
What do you think about that game against the Nuggets
Tomorrow?
I don't have a line yet. I would play them up to -3.
It's 1 spread +1.
Jazz +1. Wait, haven't the Nuggets won 6 in a row though?
Yeah, this is like the battle of the teams on the streets.
Yeah, let me. That's what I'm. Honestly, I'm gonna look into those tonight after we log off. I'll give you a better opinion tomorrow.
Nuggets are. They lost their last game, 7-3 in the last 10.
Who'd they lose to? Phoenix? I'm trying to think. Who was their last game they lost? I'll look it up right now.
They lost to the Spurs.
They lost like last night.
Oh yeah, the last game of their road trip though. They went 5-1 on that road trip.
Ken, I'll definitely look that car up. I always think when I think of Audi, though, I think of like soccer mom. Am I wrong?
No, they're pretty.
That's what comes to my head when I think of Audis.
No, they're really good cars.
Audis are nice, bro. I used to have an A6. I like them.
Ken's saying what? What's Ken saying? He's saying an A8? A what? What did he put up there? It's SQ8. I'll Google that later. There's no way, Kenny. Are they? I haven't checked. That would be wild. That would be wild stuff if they are. Especially coming off a season where they were the best in college basketball and doing it last year. Oh, go to your Twitter. What do you have a picture on your Drake covering ATS?
They finished the year perfect. I thought they said they were done now. I could have swore it said they finished the year like covering every game.
There's no way I don't follow you, Ken. Wait. There's no. Yeah, I follow you. What, you got pictures of it on here or something? Oh, okay. Oh, so is this your car, Ken? I see it. Oh, Ken, you live in Europe. I see you're fucking on the other. You're driving on the steering wheel's on the other side of the fucking car. That's sweet.
He doesn't get hit with them import taxes on the Audis either. We get
London, okay. I can lease my Tesla for $300 a month. That's why I'm so interested in it.
I guess we'll call it a night. There's nothing left to bet.
Unless there isn't really much else going on.
Yeah, probably not getting involved in that Warriors-Pistons game, but we made money on the show for sure.
Profitable. Nice. Good job.
We will be back tomorrow night, 7 o'clock, for those 4 NBA games, and if there's anything going on in college basketball. And that's it, boys. Other than that, we'll see you guys tomorrow at 7 o'clock. We'll talk soon.
Have a good night, guys.